Yo, we're gonna talk about the followers and the money with this girl. We can't talk about her just yet, but
wait, I don't know.
She's gone mega viral. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna wait till House Phone gets here. Presumably he has.
Yeah, you guys probably wanted like.
He's gonna be like, I don't have Twitter. I have no idea what you're talking about. No, really though, he will be. Okay.
You guys probably have more to say about it than I do.
So until Fatboy SSE gets here, what should we talk about? You want
to
talk
we live?
About? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, okay, so you
Look at you adjusting your cat ears.
Because they're a little bit too close. They look like little devil horns.
Yeah.
So you played Fall Guys. Have you played?
I haven't played it. I've just watched people play it, and I feel like I already know how to play it from watching people play it.
I mean, it's pretty fucking easy. You just have to go straight, jump onto things, and it's like pretty self-explanatory. Except for I hate the team games. Team games are stupid.
Oh, like bouncing the ball back and forth and shit?
Bouncing the ball back and forth. There's some other ones.
And why does the football come out? Sometimes the football just comes out? Have you even hit that?
I've
seen that when I was watching somebody play.
A baseball looking one.
Oh, they have baseballs too? I just seen that the soccer balls come down and you got to sort of
is it soccer balls?
bat those back and forth.
Yeah,
and then like I see a football drop down. I'm like, what is this football doing here?
Whoa.
The heroes in the game seem like the people who choose to play goalie.
Yeah.
You know, because somebody's got to do it. No, being a goalie is a lot of pressure.
No, which one are you talking about?
The game where they drop the soccer balls down in, and then
it's a three triangles of teams, right?
No, it's just straight. There's only two teams.
I'm talking about another one.
I'm deeper in these Fall Guys streets. Right.
I'm talking about 3-team one, and then this other one is where you have to like roll all of them down into the fucking ending one. The real heroes in that one is the one that blocks the other teams.
Right, and you know what I learned about from watching somebody else play who's really good is that when you win, you get a crown, right?
Yep.
And then you can trade your crowns
for cool outfits.
For outfits, just like the Fortnite thing, and like me with shinies in Pokemon Go, which is more of a chance-based thing. But
I thought you have to buy Fortnite skins, like with money.
Oh, but you don't get points for winning games?
I don't know what the fuck you get. I think you just get bragging rights.
The guy that I was watching, who I can't remember who it was, but he bought like a suit for his Fall Guys character, so he has like an aquarium as his midsection, so fish are swimming. The characters get so small though that it's really hard to see.
Yeah. I just have like a basic one with like a jelly bean kind of looking color.
Really? Is that the only thing that you can buy in game is cool new outfits or other stuff as well?
I think outfits.
Right.
Because I don't think it's like a game where you could buy more, skills or something like that. Because then it's like, it's not a fair level playing field.
Pokemon Go, you can buy new outfits, but then you can also play a ton and catch a shiny. And then also you can pay.
What's the point of having a shiny?
It's just a different color. It looks cool. And they're very rare, so everybody
just like
knows
collectibles.
that. Yeah, it's like getting a holographic card. Someone made this example earlier. Like if you were into baseball cards or Pokemon cards or whatever, like sometimes there'll be like a random color or some shit.
Have you heard of Among Us?
What's that?
It's another flavor of the month game.
Really?
It's like, have you ever played that game Mafia with your friends?
I've seen like a lot of the memes about it.
I love that game. But you have to guess like who the killer is and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's like a game like that called Among Us. I really want to play, but I have no one to play with. So, Josh.
Now that I spent so much time playing and studying poker, I feel like such a fossil because I'm playing a game that hasn't changed in like 30 years.
Speaking of fossils, my fossil tweet about you really went up.
Yo, his shirt.
What's his shirt?
I don't want to ruin the unveil here.
This is a great shirt.
This is the best shirt since that Nazi one. And I fucked with that Nazi one.
That Nazi one was like 3 years ago.
Nazi one better than this one?
I didn't really fuck with it because it was anti-Semitic.
Unveil your shirt for the people.
Let the homies be in peace. So did you go to like a gay nightclub and this was the shirt that they had behind the bar for $20 or no?
I feel like if you went to a screen printer and was like, this is exactly what I want, and the piece has to be in rainbow.
You go to the screen printer like, yo, I'm going to be on a podcast next week.
Nah, this brand American Loser. Is my mic even plugged in?
Yeah.
Oh, this brand American Loser from Instagram. I think they're from LA.
You should use this one. They're better.
Yeah, they should sue.
American Loser?
Something like that. Yeah,
sorry,
I think that's their Instagram.
I need some gay merch, man. I got the Vlone Nav collab. And
that's pretty much the gayest merch you can have.
Look, I got my dusty ass friend Charles on my shirt right now. See, his eyes are mad red. He like Michael Jordan. Like his eyes are always red, but it's because he's always high. Michael Jordan's just like that.
Also, before we move on, thank you to my plug, Greeny Ooch.
Shout out Greeny Ooch.
Shout out to Greeny motherfucking Ooch.
Shout out to Yuri.
That's the brand name, Greeny Ooch.
No, shout out to Yuri really for Shout out to Yuri for securing.
Nah,
the
fuck
plug
that.
first.
Shout out to Greenie Ooch.
Josh, can we get the titles up there on the screen just
Can
for
we
future
just
reference?
acknowledge that Yuri is the one who secured the finesse first?
That's the person's name, Greenie Ooch?
Yeah, he.
I don't want to fuck nothing up. Okay.
He. Yeah, pull out.
Okay. Yeah, I got
Pull out
this.
game on fleek. And also, can we close that
he's
door
like,
right there?
He's someone that sells shoes.
He's a shoe
He has
guy.
a-
He's
he
a
has a-
Benjamin Kicks?
I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
He's an
is it this
Australian
one?
Benjamin Kicks.
Okay, Benjamin Kicks.
He has a store. He sells shoes in Australia.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Ooh, he went to
What's his
Australia
store
with
name?
it.
I don't. He
Ooch?
says he's just trying to build up his personal page. So I don't know.
But he makes gay merch too? Oh, no, I'm
No,
getting
no.
things confused.
He sent Yuri some shoes first, and then I was like, "What the fuck, Yuri? Plug me." And then he sent me shoes and also sent Cam Girl shoes.
Damn, bro, I need some size 13s. My shoe game is like on
Whoa, you're size
absolutely
13?
nothing. Yeah.
What a monster.
My shoe game is trash. If anybody out there has size 13s and wants to do business, let me know. Let House Phone know because I also need him to be my stylist or somebody. I need somebody to be my stylist.
I've been trying to style you.
Fashion-demics, holler at me.
I've been trying to style you for like 5 years.
One day it's going to work, bro. Huh? Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Yuri being.
Also, Selena Powell sent me an audio message, but I don't want to click on it. And also, I was getting confused because she said something about Nicki Minaj hates you, and I was like, wow, Nicki Minaj knows who I am. That's exciting. And then I think she was saying that Nicki Minaj hates her.
Yeah. I would be more fond of believing that than that Nicki Minaj hates you.
There's almost
I
no
don't
doubt
know.
in my mind that Nicki Minaj hates Selena Powell, and then
I could believe either or.
depending on how much Nicki Minaj knows about me, I could say she definitely hates me as well because there's like remember when I had Mandy on here and she went in on Nicki Minaj so bad.
Who the fuck is
Who's
Mandy?
Mandy?
You guys ain't seen Horrible Decisions? Horrible Decisions is what it's called.
Oh, it's like a podcast. Yeah.
Her and her homegirl, and they actually are super fucking funny. And if you like bitches talking about shit or women talking about shit, then that's a good podcast.
You like bitches talking about shit.
I mean, it's girls talking about fucking and like, if you like hearing some girls talking about some raunchy ass shit, if you like the Selena Powell shit, it's not necessarily that brand of raunchiness, but these girls, they be pegging dudes and tearing
That's
their
fire.
booty holes open. They be doing all kinds of wild ass shit.
What was the craziest story you heard from their podcast?
Shit, I
I
think
want to hear
that,
about the tearing the booty holes.
well, I don't know if they tore it, but I do know that they definitely peg. So if you
Tory Lanez.
if you were ever
Terry
off the
Lanez.
ketamine and you want to, you're joking so funny. I do like when people comment that. I'm not gonna lie, it's funny. It's a good meme.
Anyway, I'm icy as fuck now. Y'all see me?
What happened?
I just got some more jewelry.
What happened? Who gave it to you?
I don't know what
The
it
jewelry
is.
store.
The
Yeah,
no
just-
jumper one doesn't fit with the rest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because everything else is gold now.
Yeah,
but then you
maybe-
got the watch is a
Yeah,
different
you
color
can mix
too.
the silver with
I'm
the
mixing
gold.
it up.
You
yeah.
had that kind of day where you're just gonna. You should throw on like 3 of them watches.
And just have them all.
Yeah. what kind of watch is that again? I forget.
Alabaster.
Hesh always be flexing those too.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Alabaster.
Bro, Hesh went so viral, mostly thanks to myself, because he posted that clip of fucking the dude dissing Greedo.
Oh yeah.
You see that?
Yeah. That was the funniest video pretty much of all time.
I guess that video's super old, but the dude was dissing Greedo, dissing Grape Street. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
I love that he was wearing a purple shirt dissing Grape Street.
Yeah, and it seems kind of serious at first, but then he starts rapping real bad and starts dancing around, and his pants are to like his fucking knees. He almost has the thing going where you're wearing your pants so low that you start to be able to see the back of your legs below. That's when it ruins it.
I thought you were about to say
Something else.
Oh, the back of
See
your
his
nut
dick or
sack or
something.
something. No. But you know, like when the dude's sagging his pants so low that you start to actually see his legs, like it goes past the
Yeah,
boxers,
past
at
the
least
boxer.
from one angle. That's when you've sagged too much.
that's when you need to pull your fucking pants up.
Way too much. That you've just crossed that line. And I've had homies over the years who were like that
Are you familiar with the original meaning of like sagging and its origins?
because dudes couldn't have a belt in prison, so they would.
Oh, I thought it was because they were like, "Hey, this is my ass. Come get it."
I always would hear that the no shoelaces thing came from prison, and that the no belt wearing your pants
You
super
see
low
niggas
came
walk
from prison.
around in real life with no shoelaces in?
I think that was kind of a thing more in the 90s. I don't know. I definitely don't see people doing that nowadays.
What, do they
but-
have Velcro?
or maybe just leaving your shoes mad wide open and like leaving the laces super.
Super like loose.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I do my shoes
I kind of
too.
remember that with like etnies and like fat shoes.
Oh, that was an era.
Remember the chunky shoelaces era?
Uh huh. Loved it. I used to be scamming, and I would go to PacSun, and I would get myself like 10 pairs of Etnies, and that was my.
That was your flex.
That was like 2 years of me riding my bike and not having to worry about going and spending $50 on some new Osiris or Etnies or all those cool brands. Like that's why when people are all like, "Oh, my childhood, I was all about rocking Jordans and shit."
You look, I can't relate.
My childhood is lost to history because I was rocking all these skate shoes that absolutely nobody has real fun. I mean, so they should have fun memories.
It's not nobody.
People show love to the D3s.
Yeah.
I was rocking mad Etnies. Etnies doesn't get the cultural
Osiris,
love
DC.
that they should, right?
I mean, I feel like in the skate community, yeah, but like it's not one of those shoes that crossed over into, you know.
It was
mainstream.
To me, it was cool at the time. Like Osiris with the D3, they had a moment.
They had a moment where it crossed over to the mainstream. My brother definitely wasn't skating like crazy, but he was
I
wearing
won't say
the
the
fattest
mainstream.
shoes.
I won't say the mainstream, yeah, because it was in the mall and shit like that. But I meant crossed over
To like the normies.
the like hip hop culture and like, you know.
Because that was way before skating was cool in hip hop.
facts.
And
That's fact.
even at that time, like Vans didn't become like popular in hip hop till like
Vans
2011.
did
or some
not
shit.
become popular in hip hop until
What,
Yeah.
the
Durkin?
Van song by the Pack, which was 2006.
Before that, Vans did not exist in the hood, as far as I know.
I mean,
thought
in
it
LA,
existed
if
in
you're
LA.
if you're in LA,
Okay.
if you're from LA, yeah.
And like the skinny, remember
Right.
like all the crazy colored jeans?
But in LA, skate type culture overlapped with hip hop a little bit more than it did for the
course.
rest of the country. So Vans made a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
You know, out here,
See,
I feel like.
because when the Pack made the Van song and niggas was wearing Vans, that wasn't the era of like tight skinny jeans yet. It was like niggas was wearing big baggy ass like Artful Dodger jeans and like red monkeys with the Vans, which was a really inconvenient shoe to wear baggy pants with because they would just overlap over your whole shoe.
Right.
At least when
You can't even see your shoe.
like like when you're wearing Air Forces, you got like a little more, you
Like
know.
divot into it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Picture this. Me, I'm 13. My Jinkos are open like 30 inches on the bottom, and they have
Wow.
an elephant embroidered on the back, or a sword, or a skunk, or a big giant J that looks like all crooked and bro, I was out here with the Jinkos.
I
What
don't-
shoes were you wearing with them?
None.
That's a really good question.
Barefoot.
I probably didn't put enough thought into my shoes at that point in my life.
You couldn't even see the shoes, huh?
I wasn't.
There's no point.
I wasn't even like smart enough to have thought about what shoes I was wearing. I wouldn't be surprised if I was wearing some like junky ass like Adidas that my dad handed down for me. They used to wear to the gym or something.
Oh god.
I don't know.
You're
Honestly,
wearing your dad's gym shoes? No fucking drip, bro.
I'm sorry. I have like it's making me laugh really hard picturing myself not even like thinking about what shoes I was wearing as like a 13-year-old. But
I always was like, "Psh, let me make sure I'm good. you
I
know?
don't know. It might have been some Vans. It might have been some fucking. I honestly have no fucking recollection. Probably some shell. Oh no, I was definitely out here in some Airwalks.
Oh god.
Oh
Bro,
my god, the
some-
Airwalk.
some-
I
vinyl
thought Josh
Airwalks,
was
the-
wearing Airwalks right now.
The red, shiny, fucking vinyl Airwalks, bro. I got that shit and wore it out. Also, I wore soap shoes around that time.
Oh my god, the
What is
ones
soap
where you
shoes?
can like grind on shit with your shoes.
Oh, you mean Heelys?
No.
No.
It's like it had
Soaping.
a plate in the middle. And by the way, if you got a few hours to kill, you should definitely search up soap shoes on YouTube. And there's like a
extreme soaping.
Bro, there's a pickup artist dude who has like a whole soap
Horrible
shoer
name.
that H3 and them made a video about, which
Yeah.
was like an amazing introduction into this fucking dude's life at the time. That was really when H3 was at his strongest. But
I think you showed me
yeah.
that video back then.
I had soap shoes. I never did a rail, but I would be grinding curbs and stuff. It was basically like you could just be a rollerblader everywhere you went.
It was like
There's
a
no,
Heeley,
there's
but
no wheel.
no wheel. It's just
I've
like the
never
bottom
heard
of
of
it
this.
was slick.
I just remember Heelys. Those things were very hard to ride.
I don't remember if they ever actually did a combo soap shoe Heeley, because then you could sort of roll up to a rail and then,
And then grind it.
and
Yeah.
then keep rolling
That
away.
sounds kinda tight.
You couldn't grind on the Heelys?
I don't no, they didn't have a grind plate.
Damn.
But
You can just roll, I feel like.
the soap shoes are mad expensive on eBay and shit now, I heard.
Right now?
Yeah, because
Why?
because they don't make them anymore. And
should
there's some
remake
some
soap
people
shoes.
still do it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It was such a terrible shoe to wear. Terrible shoe to wear. Because that slick plate in the middle, you would think wouldn't bother you all the time. But picture like you're walking down stairs.
I want to look it up.
And every time you
Can we look it
fucking
up?
touch your just visualize
I'll
it for
look
the
it-
time
okay,
being. We
okay,
don't have a
okay.
screen guy at this time that's going to show us some soap shoes videos.
081393.
Remember that if you ever steal his phone.
081393.
Or actually change it right
What are we
after.
doing?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
We're doing math.
Oh, okay.
13 plus 80.
01383.
It's just my birthday, August 13th, 93.
83.
Og. Not me.
Mine's my birthday too.
Mine's just something really easy.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Getting old, man. Getting up there.
Did you do anything crazy?
No,
what'd you
not
do?
really. Honestly, I was having a business meeting, like the
look at
night of
you.
my birthday, and then next thing I know, just hot women start pulling up, and we started drinking and shit.
To the business
meeting?
meeting.
It was like a like non-formal meeting.
Did you
know?
pay them?
No, they were people I knew. They weren't just random bitches
Oh,
pulling
okay.
up.
I'm picturing like escorts pulling
Nah,
up. You're just saying
nah,
like hot women, not like, oh, Julia and Beverly and this chick
Yeah,
and this chick.
it was like Julia and Melissa and fucking Katie.
Oh,
know.
Julia.
So,
Katie.
Julia Fox.
You get
I
crazy?
wish.
Oh, Julia Fox pulled up. That's nice.
Yeah, I wish.
You
Oh, that
called
must
her?
have been a fun birthday.
Nah, I didn't really do shit. Honestly, so I'm going to Vegas to do like a photo shoot for that secret project that I'm working on.
Oh, you got a secret project? Me too.
Yeah.
Me
So
too.
Me too.
I'm gonna save the turn up for when I go to Vegas, which is on the 27th through the 30th. So if y'all in Las Vegas, tap in with your boy. We getting crazy.
Tap in with the ketamine.
I need
you already
strippers.
know.
I need strippers to pull up, and you would not be compensated. But if you want to just be in a cool photo shoot,
Strippers, ketamine, size 13 shoes.
no ketamine, but strippers though.
No kizzy.
No kids out.
You been saying no kizzy yet?
Not really.
Bro, I just had Taurus, who's gun his DJ on.
Tours.
And I was dropping that. Well, I didn't, but he said no kizzy, and now I'm saying it because he said it. I'm trying to fit in, you know?
No kissing.
No kizzy.
No kissing.
He says it so matter-of-factly, like it's the most normal fucking term on earth.
I love that.
So good.
You got to throw it into your normal vocabulary until it is a part of your normal vocabulary.
Straight gas.
No
Just
kizzy.
drop that no kizzy on me, and I was just like, whoa.
Did you drop that interview yet?
blown. Huh?
I think so.
Oh.
Did I drop
Taurus?
Taurus?
DJ
Yeah, we dropped that
Taurus.
the other day, and it sucks because it kind of has had the attention taken away by this chick who got 7 nuts to the tonsils by the NBA
Yeah,
team, by the Suns.
Who was her friend that she was with?
Right, so when Selena Powell pulls up, she's just got a random girl with her, whatever. Looked at her for a few seconds, didn't think much of her. Continue on with the interview.
She was sitting in the back the whole
She
time?
was over here while Selena Powell's dog pissed all over our fucking rug over there and just completely drenched it in piss, just like her friend's face with Trey Songz' fucking thing in her face. There's a lot of piss going all around. Anyway,
Okay,
a
so
lot of
then-
piss.
so at some point in the interview, Selena Powell calls her friend on, and Selena's like excited, like ready to go, gets her to immediately start telling the story about how she slurped up 7 NBA players. And then she goes on to, and people really begin on my ass because one of my first questions was, where did the cum go? Which is like, it's actually really funny that people think that's so funny because like 10 years ago, that was a meme with me and my friends because one of us, somebody got jerked off on our balcony by a girl that they brought home from the bar, and one of our other friends, his first question was, where did the cum go? So when I asked that question in my friend group within the BMX world,
That's like a valid question.
That
It
was
is a valid question.
That was a meme with like me and 10 of my friends for a couple of years. Where did the cum go? Because that was like our friend's first question after homeboy got jerked off on the balcony. But
I mean, to be honest, like, it's a pretty valid question. What, like, 7 guys nut? Like, where did it go?
because it's so much nut that if it were on her face, that would make me think that these dudes were way crazier. Because if you got it in you to get some top from a girl who's already got 2 or 3 loads on her face, that takes her and you and all your homies to a whole different level of
closeness.
savage. Yes.
That, and if I was your friend and that was my balcony, I wouldn't want to step in it later.
Well, that's a good point too. Even though it was
Yeah.
my house, I didn't ask that. But him asking that, like, you know, like he doesn't even have to go on the balcony. He didn't smoke, so whatever. But
Speaking of smoke,
oh, you got something to smoke, or you just puff passing it? Puts a dildo in his mouth. Okay, let's continue.
Let me hit that, please.
So that clip, we did
Thank
that
you.
interview, and like a lot of people seem to think that was pretty funny in the comments and stuff, but it didn't go truly crazy until last night. Some random person who doesn't follow me or whatever, well, actually, they got prompted because we put up the clip, like the 10-minute clip on YouTube of Selena Powell's friends talks about slurping up 7 NBA players in a row.
Is that what you titled
Some
it?
random person with like no followers or like 1,000 followers, some shit. He posts this video, and it now I think has 10 million views on Twitter. And
Wow.
I knew it had legs because last night when I saw it, it had I think 300,000 views, and then by the time I quote tweeted it, it had 500,000 views. And I was like, wow. That was like, 20 minutes later. This is like the most viral thing on the podcast probably this year.
Is she like Selena that wants to be tagged in it? Because I noticed that you guys kept referring to her as just Selena's friend Alina or Elena or whatever.
Right.
Sorry, I don't remember her
That
name.
was one of the crazy things about it is that she told us exactly what she does for a job.
I remember
was?
CPA.
She's a CPA.
What
Works in a
does that mean?
CPA, like an
Accountant,
accountant
tax
type
accountant.
thing.
What?
Which blew my mind because it's like, if you were a slutty accountant person, like if you worked in an office and you were doing host shit on the weekend, wouldn't you like not want to announce that to the world? Because imagine being the guy sitting across from her in an office and you're thinking about that all day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
that's
just,
that's a lot.
That might just be putting her job at jeopardy. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't fire you for sucking 7 dicks, I guess.
But they so would. You know,
I think
like
they would find a
they
way.
technically couldn't, like, for that reason, but like if you were even somewhat conservative and a girl that worked for you said that, wouldn't you find a reason to fire her?
If she said that on like a podcast and it got 10 million views, that's
Right.
like a different. I don't know.
I don't think that she thought that this was some small podcast that nobody was ever going to hear. Like Selena made it pretty clear that the podcast was like a big deal to her, and that she, that this girl would get a lot of clout from coming on it. But that has exactly been what happened. I think she had like 2,500 followers when we did that interview, and I'm pretty sure she has like 35,000 now.
Go ahead and slide her at this way.
Right, it's like AJ with a
sounds
bunch
good
of
for her
Y's or some shit.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's huge for her OnlyFans. Yeah,
She's about to quit that accounting job.
She
very
said,
soon.
like this morning, so I'm assuming it's a lot more now. She said that she had made $22,000 off of OnlyFans.
Oh, so you
in
just birthed her.
24 hours.
You just birthed her whole.
I just gave this bitch a whole career. She out here in the same Fendi bathing suit in every single fucking photo,
that.
every
Love that.
clip.
She's about to have a new one now.
Bro, she out here. She gonna have new shoes. I might have to follow her just to observe her story, just to see how her life changes.
The come
You know,
up?
Yeah, the come up.
Bro,
Yeah, remember what happened to the last girl that Selena brought?
she almost died.
died.
I heard she died.
She DM'd me and was like, "Oh, like, well, she was."
That video was so funny.
fuck.
She should let you fuck to prove she not dead.
I think I'm
I think
good.
she had,
Until
like-
you feel the pussy, you don't really know.
Bro, I'm so good on
Get
being
in there.
anywhere near her.
I mean,
She got
and-
chest pieces on her
And
chest.
in the video that she was telling Houseman that she wasn't dead, she was like sucking some other guy's tongue.
Yeah, so for,
She was
for-
like, "Mwah, mwah. I'm not dead. I'm alive." Mwah,
Who's
mwah.
Houseman?
yeah, she's with like fucking Frank Ocean or some shit on her Instagram
Frank
story.
Ocean?
You know,
Frank
like
Ocean?
her gay homie. Like they just like hanging out. Not even gay, but like
That's her
effeminate.
boyfriend.
I don't know, but he look a little. No offense. Like I'm
Hey,
sure you a G.
let
and
the
everything.
homies
yeah.
be gay in
yeah,
peace.
He gay is cool. Fuck it. Nah, he probably ain't gay. But anyway, she's on her story like right after last week's podcast. Like, and you need to watch, especially the end. You gotta watch it. She's just like, I'm not dead.
She's like, "Who
Flexing
said I was
being alive."
dead?" Flexing being alive. Somebody,
so easy.
somebody DM me and was like, "She's not dead, but she did overdose like 2 or 3
And
times."
I think
was
she even DM'd you saying, "But I did die."
yeah, I think she. Yeah, I wish I had my
Look at that
phone now.
one.
You know what?
better.
I was saying this to Lena last night because we've been rewatching The Sopranos. Basically, what? What are you guys freaking out about?
I think they're just talking.
They're just high.
Hey, when the weed guy comes, make sure I get a few of them things. I need
Yeah, me
like
too.
See if he has a half pound. I need like a quarter pound, bro. To be real. I got you. I'm going up north actually. I'm not gonna be here next Tuesday.
Oh,
So we're gonna have to figure out co-hosting
I'm gonna-
duties, and I'm gonna need a ton of weed because I'm about to be on the road, and I'm not telling everybody where I'm going.
can I bring some random like my version of Selena Powell to tell thought stories?
Oh, I would love that. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, that would
sure.
be brilliant. Definitely.
No, not Jesse.
Bring
Taylor.
Jessie Taylor. I love that
Oh,
idea.
God,
you
no,
could hook
I'll
up with her on camera. Yeah.
No, I blocked her.
You blocked her?
Shout out to her though.
She
She's cool.
she DMs me the other day with a screenshot of a random comment that said Adam said he wants you on the podcast. She's
No.
like, "Is this true?" It's
Like, no,
Why
it's
do you
true.
believe in this random fucking dude?
Random fucking comment.
If I wanted to interview you, I would just interview you.
Oh my God! This guy sent me. Speaking of random screenshots, this guy sent me like random screenshots of a combo with her, and he was like, "Yo, Joe's trying to leak your address." She's like, "Joe who?" He's like, "Joe Mama."
Mama.
And it was like, "Yo, D," and then in the same combo again, it was like, "Not for real." D is talking about leaking your music.
Oh God.
And she was like, "D who?" Like, D's nuts. And he got her like 5 times in a row. Like how
That's
fucking
amazing. I feel
stupid
like
are you?
Selena Powell's friend would probably fall for that.
Oh yeah, Selena Powell would fall for that.
Yeah, fresh Trey songs and fucking urine all over her
Speaking
face.
That
of-
story was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Wait,
why are you
what?
just letting Trey Songz piss all over your face? Yo, is Trey Songz gonna kill me? Does he have hitters?
Yeah, are
I
you?
feel like he does.
Anybody that's that rich has some niggas around them that will catch a body.
If
for
King
somebody.
Vaughn was signed to Trey Songz, I would be worried. Trey Vaughn's. Wait, no. King Songs.
King
songs.
By the way, they hit me up to interview King Vaughn again the other day, and I'm like, phew. Like,
You like?
we've talked about a little bit on this podcast how crazy he is, allegedly, and apparently I could still interview him. To me, he's the most obvious person that should have been on the XXL cover that wasn't. You know?
I'll give you that.
I was thinking about making a video about everybody who I like, naming people I think should have
Should've been
or
on
Give me a
could,
couple.
could have been on the cover.
me a
Well,
couple.
obvious ones to me are like Fredo Bang, King Vaughn,
Maybe they're trying to stay away
Sada
from
Baby. I know. I was thinking that. What about King Vaughn? He was an open like assault, like attempted murder case. Maybe they don't want to put him on the cover.
Maybe they're
for
trying to
that.
stay away from the whole like super gangster image. Was anybody on the cover really hard like that?
I don't want to say no.
I don't
By the
wanna say
way,
no either, yeah.
How good is Chica? I've been listening to her a little bit. Holy fuck, she's like by far the best rapper on that cover.
Really good rapper.
I was having that
By
conversation
far the
In
with
terms
best
of
rapper.
like lyricist and shit like
yeah,
that.
because spoiler, I was having this conversation with Benny the Butcher on the podcast
Shout
yesterday.
out Benny the fucking butcher.
Oh,
Facts.
someone sent me a DM saying that we deleted our conversation about Benny and
Still on the podcast, just not the clip.
yeah, they said the clip is gone.
Because
Pussy.
for those who want to hear it, I talked to Benny the Butcher. Edit me. I talked to Benny the Butcher about that exact conversation.
Can you give us some spoilers?
Nah, I mean, he defended his practices, but you'll have to see it. It's going to come out. But anyway,
Boom.
he was asking me
Yow.
who I thought was the best rapper on the cover, and as I looked through it, I'm like, I mean, Chica is like definitely the most like linguistically skilled, I think. So shout out to her.
Shout out to
Linguini.
her.
She'd be eating linguine probably.
But yeah.
I hope that
Okay.
didn't sound like a fat joke. I fuck with her.
That was
Did
so
I?
stupid.
You think she's linguini? I mean,
I don't know, but I
You just said
watched,
linguistic,
I watched
so-
her Tiny Desk, NPR Tiny Desk. It was really
Right.
good.
That is one of the things that I
Super
saw
good.
that made me like, whoa.
We have a
Yeah.
tiny desk.
It could
Fairly
be tinier.
big. Benny the Butcher did Tiny Desk, but he did it. I know, I'm almost stuttering. Benny the Butcher did Tiny Desk, but like the Corona version, where it's
At
just
home.
you sitting at home with a mic in your face and you just rap for 15 minutes.
Not the same
It's
vibe.
not the same.
I watched the Kerwin Frost
The
telethon.
telethon. How was that? I didn't see it.
Honestly, I only watched like I saw like Lil Yachty's performance and somebody else, and it's just the awkward vibes of just no one being at places anymore, and just like it was just Yachty on this big stage by himself sitting down rapping.
They had a stage.
It was a stage.
Where?
I don't know, somewhere in fucking Burbank or something probably.
I kind of like assumed that it was like a Zoom call-in.
Nah,
thing,
no.
no?
Yachty was there.
Wow.
I didn't watch the whole thing though. It was probably really long.
Yeah, that's like the problem with like live stream stuff is that when I see that somebody's live, I'm just like, I'll wait for a synopsis video to come out after the fact.
Damn.
right?
Well, how do you think people feel about us being live then?
No,
No, I'm
exactly.
talking about live performances, no?
I mean, no, I'm talking about live streams.
Just in general.
But think about the fact that Selena Powell's friend, like that clip was capable of getting 10 million views, but the
It didn't
episode we did got 500,000, and then you make it 10 minutes. And that one has like 300,000 in a day, and then you chop it down to like 30 seconds, and that has 10 million on Twitter.
It shows our fucking capability for
Virality.
It's all about how you
Virality.
package it.
not even
you know?
virality, but what is it like?
Attention span.
Attention span.
You know, like the 30-second thing is like so much easier to spread, but then meanwhile, a lot like some significant percentage of the people who are watching the 30-second version end up going back to the YouTube channel. It is funny how like, on YouTube you're fully monetized, on Twitter you're not. It's just acting as like an advertisement for something else.
Have you guys tried Reels on Instagram yet?
Oh no, I haven't
No.
tapped in yet.
Shit's weird.
What is it
seems
supposed
stupid.
to be?
It's supposed to be TikTok on
what?
Instagram.
It's like 15 seconds of you can make a stupid fucking video, and like the only benefit to it really, it really doesn't seem like it makes any fucking sense
Yeah.
because it's just a 15-second video. You could already make 15-second videos. It autoplays. The videos already autoplay on Instagram. It's like there's a separate section for it. It's like a separate section on Instagram for just their lame TikTok clone that the world might not even need because we don't know if TikTok is going to get banned or not.
I mean, they did the same thing. they jocked Snapchat with the whole stories thing, and then now that's like the primary
And that
source of
killed
Instagram.
fucking Snapchat.
Let's be real, they killed it with the stories because they put it in a great spot, gave it a good chunk of real estate right there. It serves a very clear purpose.
Yep.
Snapchat is still thriving, but Instagram obviously, took the wind out of their sails big time when they did that.
I haven't used Snapchat since then.
The day that Instagram introduced stories, I deleted the Snapchat app and never went back.
Really? I see. And if I had done that right then, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. But for some reason, I have like 1 million followers on Snapchat, and I get like many hundreds of thousands of views on everything I post. Yeah. But like, if I didn't have that, if it got deleted at some point, I just wouldn't even know that there was that potential audience. And also, it makes me wonder, would my Instagram story views be a lot higher, or if I didn't have Snapchat, or is it something where that audience is that audience and they just would not really follow me over to other platforms?
Do you post
like the same?
Do you post the same stories?
Exactly the same, pretty much. A little bit more on Instagram.
Yeah, then you're just giving your what's it called, content more platforms to see.
Right.
Can you get more?
Cool with.
You can get more raunchy on Snapchat though, right? Like you can post like crazy shit.
No, not really.
So then
I thought you got your shit deleted like a few times.
I did. Well, I got suspended and had content deleted, but it was usually for like getting my dick sucked or something back in the day.
I was gonna say, like, how do girls get away with the private Snap thing?
Because it's private, and also that's why all those girls who did private Snap have all moved over to OnlyFans. Like my girl was making all her money on Snap, and now she makes all her money on OnlyFans.
Imagine if OnlyFans never became a thing.
Right, but then she doesn't. She has to. With Snapchat, she was getting deleted like sometimes like all the time, like every month, every couple weeks. Like it was terrible for a while. Then OnlyFans comes along, boom, fixes the entire problem. And now they own like the biggest fucking business. But they don't promote any sex workers. They only promote the safe for work side of their things. Like I had a conversation on the phone with one of the owners of OnlyFans the other day, and it's like they will, like, if I start like a clean OnlyFans for No Jumper or for me or whatever that does not have wieners and boobs, they will like fully get behind it and support the fuck out of me. If it's porn type content, they're happy to have you, happy to take 20% of your money, but they're not supporting it in any way.
So I've never really explored OnlyFans, but like, what do you mean in terms of promotion? Is there like a front page?
There's like a recommended tab on the right, and it mostly, I believe, only shows you people that are not doing full sexy stuff. Although I'm not sure if when you're on a sexy page, if it shows you other sexy stuff.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
So there's that. Yeah, OnlyFans really, I mean, it's a great, from like the perspective of just like a person using a platform, like if you were to compare it to Instagram or Facebook or whatever, it's great. Like it's fine. It works perfectly well.
I don't see why they wouldn't just lean fully into it when that's the whole, like
branding.
Yeah.
Because they already have the porn side of things locked up. But then meanwhile, if they are able to become like the paid content service, like basically what Patreon is, what et cetera, then they can just like basically occupy like a huge fucking chunk of the market, because they already are getting a lot of people on there not posting porn and building huge fucking followings.
I know like chefs that do it. All different people from different walks of life, but I feel like it just has this connotation where if you see OnlyFans.com/ whatever.
I think over the next like few months or whatever, that's going to become way less of a thing, because they're just like, it is the home for OnlyFans girls. Like, that's like how people think of it. But then at the same time, man, like there's just so many people who are getting on it to just put anything that's sort of stuff they don't want to give out for free, which is kind of crazy to think about it, because OnlyFans is essentially becoming like the thing that nobody thought was possible, because people have been telling me like, start your own paid platform where everybody has to give you $5 or $10 a month, and then that's how they view your content. And I've always thought like, that's crazy. Like nobody's going to pay $5 or $10. Like my content is better off on social media where people can just get to it. And now OnlyFans has like created the premium tier content platform. I mean, it's really not any different than Patreon, but it's viewed in a very different way. You're not, Patreon's more about like, support me with my book club.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, but
I don't know. I mean, I feel like when there's a will, there's a way, and if you have a strong support system, a strong fan base, they'll
follow you.
Yeah, they'll find a way to support you and help you out in any way that they can.
Yeah, it's facts. I mean, I know girls who have like 10, 20,000 followers, and they're making like $10,000+ a month. So that to me proves that like
That's crazy.
People do not have. There's not that much friction between being a fan of somebody and signing up for their OnlyFans. Either it's easy enough or enough people already have OnlyFans, because like, you know, there's just countless success stories of people getting on it and blowing the fuck up. And like the fact that this girl could have 12,000 followers, and like there's a girl I know, 12,000 followers, $15,000 a month off OnlyFans. That is fucking crazy when you think about that, because that is not a lot of followers. That's a fuckload of money.
Yeah. There's probably niggas that have 200,000 followers that don't even make half that money.
If you're a rapper, to make $15,000 a month, you are in the upper 1% of. And I know that like there's a lot of rappers who make like $15,000 a show or $15,000 a verse, etc. But like there's countless rappers that people out there are fans of that are definitely not making $15,000 a month. So I mean that's crazy to me. Like I don't know.
And definitely have more than 12K on Instagram.
Yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yeah. Pays to have boobs and a vagina, I guess.
I'm about to go Bruce Jenner out here. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, I would love that for you.
Speaking of
what's she gonna get that you don't?
Speaking of trans women, there was this crazy video I saw of this guy just basically knocking out this trans girl in Hollywood, taking her wallet or taking her purse, and there was like 6 people just standing around recording it and laughing and like all the shit. And it's just like, bro, what have we just got into where it's just like...
Hollywood Boulevard is fucking crazy. Hollywood Boulevard is the #1 place to just get beat up in Southern California, probably, if you like, besides maybe the hood.
And get recorded.
And in broad daylight, and then nobody do anything.
No, and the crazy thing was when the cops pulled up, looked at them, and then drove off.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Didn't seem to like give a fuck or know what was going on at all, and they just take off. That was crazy too, because the girl who posted it, or I'm not sure who posted it or what their gender is, but he like they posted it up and
girl,
right, but they posted it with like captions on every different slide, telling you more and more information about exactly what was going on. That shit was crazy, man, and I feel like that. You hear a lot about like violence towards trans people and stuff, but
seeing it on video is like 2 different things.
It's not often that you have like this unbelievable visual aid of like showing you how cruel people feel like they have like permission to be because somebody is non-binary.
And then just like, I don't know, just the fact of like there was like other grown ass men standing around like laughing and just like that shit just lame as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was your fucking mom or sister or
your trans aunt,
your trans cousin or whatever, and somebody just fucking, I don't know, that's just lame as fuck, bro.
Imagine that was your favorite trans rapper. And
like,
it turns out they're popping YouTubers or some shit. I don't actually know who they are or anything.
I don't know who they are either, but like it don't even matter at that point.
I know Nikita Dragon, and that's about it. And Blair White.
I don't know who either of those people are.
They're both trans YouTubers.
I didn't know Blair was trans.
Yeah.
Oh.
She looking good.
She looks beautiful.
We got might need to send house phone in there. No, actually, I met her man. I don't know if they're still together, but I did meet whoever she's.
Oh wait! Was that the one that came to the store one time and they did a podcast?
Right, but not.
I remember
not
this.
Lila, not the one who resembles Tana.
No, that's not the one that got kicked out of the Team 10 house.
That's Lila.
Yeah.
Blair White is a full-grown woman, and she fucks with Trump and shit, so you probably hate her. I did interview her about the Team 10 incident, etc. Yeah.
No, Blair.
I interviewed her as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard you talk about her.
My limited trans interviews.
Adam is the.
I'm out here in the field.
I love it.
For the LGBT community. Should I get you one of these "Let the Homies Be Gay" in shirts?
I want the shirt to say something even gayer. I want it to say like, nut on my face because I'm pro-gay.
What?
Or like, I don't know. I don't think that's the slogan, but just something that really lets the world know, like, I fuck with gay people so much
that you want to commit
that I would almost just sort of hand myself over to them for a good time.
You should on OnlyFans.
I love that we like tried to like start this like serious combo and it just drifted into. I'm
so being serious.
No, the moment Adam flipped it into protect your favorite trans rapper is when we just went out the window.
You don't have favorite trans rappers?
I don't think I know any.
Who is there?
I don't know.
There's probably some trans rapper.
There definitely is. I know. I have some favorite gay rappers.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah. Cakes the Killer.
Cakes the Killer. Okay. What about that guy Leaf? Remember him? You remember him?
Oh, with the one.
He was supposed to be the new gay thing for a little while there. There's other gays.
I remember Leaf.
We got other gays, right?
Yeah.
Just stop.
All kinds of gays. Shut up, McConan.
Stop.
I don't even know if he's like really on the sauce like that.
On the sauce?
I don't know.
Like
What?
nut sauce?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, some people are like bi, but if you're like 90,
Like you, right?
90% of girls, yeah. If you're like 90% girls, like 5% guy, 5% other, then I mean, like, how gay are you? How bi are you?
What is
You know?
other?
Like, I don't know, like
Don't say
Stop.
an orange. Yuri.
An orange?
Why does Yuri's Twitch have an emoji that is a orange dripping with cum? That's how he described it.
it. It probably looks like an orange with like orange juice dripping from it because Twitch has to approve each fucking emote, and so if they see that it's inappropriate, he's gonna get
They
it.
approved our double cup.
That's fire.
I don't even know if you can see like the pink in it, but I mean, it is kind of like that's like a stretch to think
Yeah.
that Twitch would know that that's like even
That's
sort
funny.
of a reference.
If they don't have some type of urban section at Twitch where they can like decipher things like that, then they're fucking stupid.
They need to get one guy out of the projects and just put him in an office, and that he has to review
I'll do it.
every custom emoji.
I'll do it.
I
Sign
think it
me
would be
up
great
to
at the job. Honestly, you wake up every day. There's a email of just all the different emotes, and then you have to be like, nope, dead baby, nope,
Wait,
penis,
speaking of
nope,
speaking of jobs,
Zans.
heroin.
Speaking of jobs and offices, I got an offer to do some
You got
type
a
of
job offer?
I mean, no. I mean, I don't want to like count my eggs before they hatch, but just know I might end up being in the same office as one of our no jumper fucking
fallen soldiers?
no what like no jumper enemies now, I guess.
Academics?
Speaking of academics, hold on.
What
you gonna join-
office
are you
building is
joining
academics?
CN?
Are you going to go work at
He's
Complex?
gonna work at CN.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of academics, let me just go ahead and address
he
this.
addressed you, little house cat. Yeah.
So he tried to do the whole he didn't know my name thing or whatever and tried to be like, oh, if you got the DMs, fucking post them. It's not even about any of that. I do have the DMs and I do have the text messages, but I was just trying to make the point of like, he kept trying to come at my nigga Adam and his girl, which Adam wasn't even trying to defend his own girl. But I'm like, if you gonna keep saying something about the homie's girl, I almost said the homie's bitch, sorry. If you're gonna keep saying something about the homie's girl,
She is my
but
bitch.
your girl is out here in other niggas' DMs too, so calm it down.
But he
buddy.
doesn't claim her anymore, right?
No, but it was just funny because he sat there and he agreed and acknowledged it and then just tried to like move on. I should have just academics the fuck out of him and just yelled at him, but it's not even that big of a deal.
I mean,
I'm just saying he's a chipmunk, fake Supreme wearing ass, weak ass, Henny, alcoholic, just bitch ass nigga that's yelling in the screen, thinking that he's hard. And he kept saying, the bosses are talking. You're a worker. Bosses are talking. Obviously, you're not even a boss of your own shit. You got fucking kicked off of Twitch and you got suspended from Complex. So you talking about being a boss, but you can't even hold down your only 2 jobs by yourself.
I did not know this was going to happen. Wow.
I mean, that's just how I
Flaming
feel,
it
bro.
up.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna keep that energy, he said in one of the streams afterwards that if he was in person with you, he would have not kept that same energy. Like he wouldn't have been as intense.
Really?
Why?
He said that.
That's lame.
That's interesting. How upset would he be if he saw these DMs?
I mean, it
what'd
wasn't.
you guys talk
It wasn't
about?
even like nothing crazy. I'm just saying that I wasn't insinuating she was like, oh hey Poppy, I'm trying to suck your dick. She didn't say nothing crazy like that. I'm
Man,
just saying
if-
she
if-
was in my DMs.
If
bro.
you had that in the DMs, that would be a fucking game changer.
I
That would be
mean,
pretty
yeah,
good,
obviously, but I'm just saying, bro, don't be trying to throw other people's girls under the bus.
You
when
play
you're-
basketball? You got 6 friends? Come on over.
Come on over.
No, it's not her. That was a different girl.
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna be handing 6ix9ine condoms and watching him fuck your bitch in front of you,
Oh,
like,
God.
you don't have no room to be talking shit about niggas.
Wow.
Get the name right, bro. It's Lil House Phone, not Lil House Cat. You little bitch ass.
Put it
nigga.
in the music, bro. You need to just
Oh
drop
no,
a track, right?
it's already
Oh, my
recorded.
God.
Do it with Tracy.
I texted him. He didn't text me back. I was like,
Let me get a feature. Yo, we gonna go
I
in on
love
him.
it.
This gonna
gotta
be
drop
like
it on his page,
This
though.
gonna be like the G Unit Ja Rule days, bro. We're gonna just go back and forth. You and Tracy doing a back-to-back verse, and you rapping normal, and he's auto-tune.
me, Tracy, and Freddie Gibbs collab.
Oh, yo,
my
Freddie, we need a
God, I
verse
love it. And
for the
Meek
free
Mill. Throw
ski.
Meek
and
Mill in
Meek,
it.
whoa.
Meek to the intro. Nicki, do the intro. Yo, Meek, I got this little Tracy collab. I'm trying to get you on.
I love it.
I would.
That's a song I would want to hear.
That's a song I think
I would
everybody would
pay
want to
for
hear.
it.
Yeah, that would be a whole movie. I wish
that on
rap was
OnlyFans.
like it was back in the day. Back in the day,
He just tried
real
to-
hip
And then
hop.
Lil
Everybody just
AK
get
would
together.
respond, right?
He just trying to
come
like
on.
fake sun me, and it's like, bro, like I would watch your videos. That don't mean I'm a fan of you. I don't respect you in any aspect at all. I think you a bitch ass nigga. But it's just funny seeing you get so amped up and yelling and acting like you sunned Adam and you sunned everybody and like I'm academics. Like, nigga, relax, bro.
Wait,
nobody
what was the line
nobody
again?
takes you serious.
Because I'm academic.
Because I'm
I
academics.
was like, whoa.
Like, bro, chill out, bro.
He called me a stooge, right?
He did call you a stooge, and you were
I don't
like
know.
stooge, like stogue, like
I
a
thought-
cigarette.
I
I'm
was
like, no,
just-
stooge, like the Three Stooges.
I thought you spelled stogie wrong.
Oh no,
I don't know.
know.
Fuck
how,
him.
how are you a
jabroni.
stogie?
I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit more offensive than calling me a stooge.
A sig. You a sig.
You
ain't nothing but a sig.
Because I'm gonna smoke you.
Man, I'm gonna tell you that
Exactly.
I forgot all about the academics thing because I've been doing so many goddamn interviews since then. And I feel like at first people were kind of bummed that me and Selena didn't talk about them, but then they
You
seemed,
didn't want that smoke, right?
they replaced the hate. The wanting to see her talk about academics, they replaced that with being excited to see her friend talk about slurping up 7 nuts. Very, very human thing, you know?
I think I want to make a GoFundMe to get academics some real Supreme so he can stop wearing fake Supreme and weird chat nigga box logos.
Has he ever responded to the fake Supreme thing, which is basically just a fact?
Also,
That's not really
if you're
an
such a
allegation.
boss, if
It's
you're
like this
also if you're such a boss nigga, go get fucking chosen a fucking chair and don't have him standing up for 14 hours.
Shout out
We
to
got
Chosen.
chairs. We sit down.
It was a crazy realization
And
to
mics.
realize that like there were other people there. Because whenever I seen academics on Twitch, I never would have thought there was somebody else in the house.
I never would think that anybody would want to be around academics long enough to fucking
in the other room.
to just sit around and listen to him
And then
drunk.
Chosen posted us. He was happy. We
Chosen was
talked about him.
hyped. I saw it at first. I gotta go look at it again and see what the comments
Chosen
look
should
like.
just come
I
over
feel like
here.
I feel like if you offered him a job, he would come over to this side pretty quickly.
You know what's one hilarious thing that happened in all that I
Shout out academic stuff.
I never acknowledged
What?
this.
What?
Yeah. What is a shout out? Like you're fucking,
You should just air hug
after
him.
that, what are you shouting him out for? That was a surprise. No, but a girl sent me like this girl hit me up like trying to like expose academics or whatever, and like she give me her phone number, like hit me up, she sent me audio messages trying to talk about him and shit. I'm like, I responded LOL and didn't respond after that, but she sends me a video of him sleeping on a hotel bed. Like she caught him, like I don't know if he had just fucked and then he fell asleep, or I assume he's got to be pretty tired, bro. He's like fucking getting up to do that show at like 4 a.m. and shit.
That's
But-
what was really confusing.
I think he doesn't sleep.
After he fucking
Yeah,
went
when
on
did
this,
he sleep in that?
Like,
that
what?
day?
Because I watched the.
we were up until what, like 4 or 5
4
a.m.
a.m. and he was still
4
on.
a.m. here, so it must have been like 7, 8 a.m. there.
Yep.
When the fuck did you get up to go to Everyday Struggle?
No, he just doesn't sleep. He just makes. He's
No,
just
they
in
do
there.
it.
He's
They
just
do
in
it
the
at
lab.
home now on like Zoom or some shit. And
okay.
I watched the episode after, and I was like, "Whoa, he actually looks not as crazy for someone who was just up all night."
But he was on Twitch
screaming.
all night, and then he wakes up in the morning, hops on live, then he does Everyday Struggle, and then he's like back on Twitch. And I just remember being like, did he sleep during this? But this girl sent me a video of him sleeping. It was really weird because
That is weird.
I'm not gonna lie, like it was pretty funny. Like I feel like seeing almost anybody sleep would be pretty funny. And he really looked like a cartoon character, like sleeping,
fucking
with,
Alvin the
with his
Chipmunk.
mouth open and shit. He was like sleeping on the bed in a weird angle and shit. And
I'm
I
always
mean-
so scared about that with hanging out random bitches and like just
Yeah.
them filming me.
that is
That's
what
why
I
you
thought
never-
too. In
that's
that
why you-
moment, I'm like, you're not really exposing him. I assumed that he slept.
Sleeps.
Yeah, like he
It's that
sleeps.
you sending me a video of him sleeping is very strange to me.
I think maybe she was just trying to prove that she was with him. Whatever. I don't know. That's lame and that's weird. I'm glad you didn't.
I
try
got
to-
a rapper homie who loves getting his nipples sucked, and I only know that because multiple girls have just said that to me. It's not like I ever like wanted info on this dude or anything. They just told me.
Oh my god, dude, same.
And I'm just like, both times I just thought like, what the fuck are you telling me that for? I don't want to know that.
Bro,
it's not
this-
even like an exposed thing. Like, who the fuck cares? I think it's kind of weird, but
no, this girl told me something about your homie that she was like, oh, like I'm leaving the gym or whatever. Like he's like, oh, come over. She's like, no, I'm gonna go home and like shower and stuff first. And he's like, nah, I like it a little stank.
Ooh.
Come over right after the gym.
sounds like a Brian Pumper line. What are you doing? You masking up? That's
I feel like I'm getting
you
high.
walk in 7-Eleven like that. You're like, all right, cool.
No, some of them don't even let you do like handkerchiefs.
Really?
Like you have to have a mask.
I've seen a guy in the grocery store like this.
Oh yeah,
I've done that before.
all the time.
I was like, that counts. I
gotta-
would not even own a mask if I knew I could do that.
Facts.
Oh man, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Girl, like that's just so weird to me. Like,
Girls
a
always
girl
try to
trying
find some weird
expose him.
way.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I also didn't need to know that this rapper nigga wanted to like smell your dirty booty after the gym. But it's funny info though.
Man. You ever had a girl come through to chill with you and it was like obvious that she just left the gym and then that's like her excuse for not wanting to fuck? It's like, oh, I can't. I stink.
Now I remember one time I went on a hike with this girl. I was like seeing this girl. I was seeing this girl all the time.
Hike is a good time for a girl to not be able to fuck too because
nah.
I'm so sweaty from the hike. I can't. Sorry.
But then don't you go to the house and can't? Is there no showers there?
I mean, she could, but it's like, you
No,
know.
yeah, like
It is a good excuse.
No, we went on the hike together. We go back to her crib after, and like she's like, you know, kissing on me and shit. I'm like, yo, let me take a shower first. And she's just like, no, I want to suck your sweaty dick.
Ew.
And just pulled it out, start sucking it.
Wow.
You should watch the Cardi B Instagram PSA about pH balances and vaginas.
Really?
You guys didn't watch it?
She's like a sex educator now.
No, she was just promoting WAP, but she was telling girls to make guys take showers and not suck disgusting, sweaty dicks.
Right. My girl told me that if that I can't shove my fingers in her mouth if I haven't recently washed my hands. That's
Yeah,
kind of like
100%.
a little rule we got. Kind of strict, you know. I'm not really feeling that, but
You ever went to go like stick your finger? You ever
Just
went to, stick your finger in a booty hole and then like it was just you could smell it on there after?
I have stuck my finger in booty holes multiple times and felt an actual turd in
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and then been poking the turd and sort of
Yeah.
like putting little
It's like-
indents in the
yeah.
turd and like thinking about like, wow, like I'm touching a turd. This is crazy. Why am I doing this?
Like I'm really in there.
I thought you were trying to pull it out.
Oh my god! Imagine you pull it out like it somehow like wraps around your finger. This girl got super fucked up bodily fucking shit going on. No, yeah, finger in a butthole like in my old
could-
age seems so much more crazy. Like,
Well, a
like
random butthole, yeah.
because I've been in a relationship so long, so that it's like every time we ever did anal or I put my finger in her butt, I just go wash my hands, take a shower, or whatever after. But like I was in the streets doing this
Yeah.
shit, you know. You was in the nightclub with your finger in a booty, and then you just pouring drinks with it right after. Like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, somebody was that you that told me the story about the girl taking the guy's finger, putting it in her asshole, and then licking it at the bar? Is that you? I don't know. Somebody told me this story.
I feel like I might have like had girls do that to me in my life.
I think that happened to the one homie. I don't want to say his name.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past, like I
wouldn't put it past a lot of people.
In all my years of just going to the bar and just getting insanely drunk and then just hooking up with girls who are also that drunk, it was just like,
you know what's funny?
Unlimited fucking weird things just occurred, man.
You know what's funny? I always hear like the younger like SoundCloud generation of rappers, like they always like make fun of like, oh, like we drink lean, y'all niggas go to the bar, shit like that. And I'm like, going to the bar was fun.
You will get so much more ass going to the bar than
Than
sitting at home drinking lean and falling asleep for 16 hours.
I swear to God. I hear that on like the plug type beats all the time. Like,
But that is what it's
I'm
all
drinking
about.
a purple, you drinking a beer.
That's another version of being a rapper is like, no girls, 20 homies,
Off the lean.
off the lean, smoking blunts. That's a different rap fantasy.
Falling asleep. When the homie falls asleep, pour a whole bottle of water on his
Yeah,
face.
so no one can
record
relax
it.
ever. We all sit around drinking something that makes you fall asleep, and then if you do fall asleep, we drench you in water.
And then we eat Benny Hibachi
Yes,
And
rock Vlone every day,
every day.
every god,
Every day. And Chrome Hearts.
day.
Did I
Bro.
tell you guys about how like these girls invited me to this hookah bar and I thought it was gonna be like
told
chill.
me.
And it was like a fucking club.
Oh, wow.
And it was like
It's like a
literally
Joe Budden hookah
bro,
bar?
it was literally 100 niggas with the same Chrome Heart shirt on.
Shut the
funny.
I
fuck
swear to
up.
God, bro. Swear to God.
Yo, the word travels too fast. Like there is
It's too
no,
fast.
you cannot fuck with any big brand because it is just over as soon as you see some random fucking dude at the hookah bar rocking it. It's over.
No, random 5 dudes at the hookah bar.
It was
And
like-
you see more than one. It's I'll take my Chrome Hearts hat and throw it in the trash if I saw that.
I just found this video of me and Blasey at Cap's tattoo shop. I was rocking the Chrome Hearts trucker in 2019, bro.
Right.
Er,
You were?
January 2019.
How'd you even get it?
From Blasey.
Right.
Blasey had that like the fuck one. I think he got it from like Wasteland. Or
He
something.
had like multiple ones.
Is it fucked up that when I saw the guy in the Drake video with the Chrome Hearts tooth, it made me like I thought of Chrome Hearts before I thought of Christianity. And realistically, Christianity is something I've known about for like approximately 10 million times as long as I've known about Chrome Hearts.
You saw Drake. You saw Drake had the Chrome Hearts jersey,
right? Yeah, you can imagine him like
Christ.
putting in a little call, like, "Yo, I need the custom like Chrome Hearts athletic wear for this video." It's a big look. It's in the Nike headquarters, but we still rocking Chrome Hearts.
Yep.
That is the dedication to the brand. That he has not even shown this level of dedication to his own brand. Like I didn't see an owl in that video, bro.
Not at all. I saw Nike and Chrome Hearts.
How do you think Drake feels about the fact that the girl who slurped up the 7 nuts has the OVO fucking owl on her ass
That's kind
cheek?
of fire.
Is it supposed to be the OVO owl?
It is one. It is the logo. It is like about this fucking big.
She poured her ass
She showed
out.
it
You
to
saw
you?
it?
No, I seen it on her Instagram.
You should have had her pull it out right here.
And so
in real
I
life.
text Selena and I say, and I know Drake's watching this right now because I know he's probably thinking about her right now too.
I know Drake's
He's probably
watching
tuning in. Drake is definitely watching. Chubbs is watching. Chubbs
Shout
is
out to
taking notes.
Chubbs. Shout out to
Everybody.
Chubbs.
Chubbs is about to clip this for the gram.
Hesh put me on the Chubbs. I was not aware of like the seriousness of Chubbs.
Yo, and Drake was mad early on Hating Detail, who now apparently is a serial sex criminalist.
Whoa.
Drake and Chubbs beat his ass fucking back in the day before anything like this happened.
What song was Detail on?
I forget.
Some
He like
Lil Wayne
produced some
song.
shit.
He
and
produces a bunch of
They tried to make him
hits.
like an exclusive OVO producer, and then he was capping, so they beat his ass. That's like the version that he put out there. I don't know what the real version is,
He
but
capped so they beat him up.
he said no, so they beat his ass because Drake is Tony Soprano.
No, and then the pictures that came out afterwards are crazy too.
Of him
beat up?
Of his face all like beat up
He
and shit.
fell. He probably fell.
probably
man.
fell.
OVO gang
Allegedly.
shit. But yo, so I
Allegedly.
text Selena and I said, yo, why does that girl have that tattoo on her ass? Because she was talking about like some rapper who like flew her out and like she didn't have his logo tattooed on her ass and he was mad and shit. And I started to think, I'm like, did she get that because she was hanging out with Drake? So I asked Selena, I'm like, why does she have that on her ass? And Selena goes, she thinks it's more likely that Drake will fuck her because of that. So like this is
right
what we
or
know
wrong?
about this girl is that she was down to take 7 nuts from 7 fucking superhuman sized humans on the Suns. I don't know who they are. I just know that these are some tall. Like you ever see like an NBA dude in the
tall
club,
N-words.
and you're just like, holy shit! Like these dudes are so fucking big in real life.
Yeah.
Imagine having 7 dudes around you like that
I'm
with their
good.
fangs out. This is a whole different level, bro. I hope that she was in a closet or something. But anyway,
Wait. And then it was funny.
do you think Drake is down to get some top from her just because she got that logo on her ass? I mean, that's probably regular. That's mid.
Would you
him,
fuck
right?
some bitch that just because she had a no jumper like tattoo?
If I was still in the streets like I used to be, yeah.
What if she got your
Would that-
portrait?
Oh man. I would wear 8 condoms. I would not trust this bitch if she had a portrait of me. Like, what the
You shouldn't
fuck
trust
is going on?
If
in
she had
your
a no
head?
jumper tattoo, I wouldn't trust her either.
Nah, that's lit. There's a guy with no jumper on his face.
Oh, I know, huh? I know. Why couldn't have been a girl? Why couldn't that have been a girl with a fat ass who had the no jumper tattoo?
You think Drake fucked the girl that has Drake tattooed on her forehead?
Yo,
Oh my
I want to
God.
see a 2020 picture of
How
her.
is
You
she
think
doing?
he flew her out?
Definitely.
Hey, that would be.
I gotta hit that.
Hey, because that's showing you right there. She's down for you.
That's real, babe. Fly her out to the Nike headquarters. We want
How did you guys feel
backstage.
about that song?
You think he smashed Chair Girl?
Chair girl? Oh God, the girl who threw the.
Probably not. He took her out the video, but that might have been why she was there. Probably not.
But there was like 50 other girls.
Yeah, but you know,
But she's
you know
girl.
Drake.
The chair girl, yeah.
It's Chair Girl.
They
It's
knew she was chair girl
season.
before, or no? They didn't.
They didn't know. That's why they
took her out.
Only Drake would re-edit the entire video, take it
Hell
down,
no.
lose like the 5 million views that it gets in that first
That's
24
crazy.
hours, and then put it back up again just to take this one bitch out of it. Because realistically, that makes him look like a bad Canadian by supporting her when she did like
He probably
something
had a
that's
lot of-
unquestionably fucked
A
up.
lot of backlash from the Torontoians.
But he could have just acted like whatever, like who gives
Yeah.
a fuck.
Yeah, the video's already
He
out.
took those thing down. Fucking
Only
re-upload
Drake.
it. Fuck
Only
it.
Drake could do that because only Drake could get the same amount of views back.
And because think about Drake's YouTube presence. I mean, he has songs that have 1 billion plays. So like realistically, this is a Lucy. This is gonna get 20 million plays. Who gives a
Yeah.
shit? This is nothing.
This is
It's
regular.
nothing to me. You're not taking out Tokyo Goons because you don't fuck with some girl in the background,
Yeah,
right?
that's.
Fuck them views.
I'm not trying to lose none of my views.
Well, that million is We need that million.
Gotta keep that extra million.
Sorry
for
about
sure.
you. I fuck with the song.
Hey,
Why,
man.
why King Vaughn have like 7 bars?
What you mean?
I mean, his verse was like unbelievably short. I would have
mean
liked to hear a
Lil
little
Durk?
more from him. Yeah,
Lil
he,
Durk?
only
What are you talking about?
he only showed up for like a tiny.
You
little-
said King Vaughn?
Oh, did I say King
You
Vaughn?
meant
I was so
Lil Durk.
confused.
Sorry, they are.
I thought King Vaughn was on Tokyo Goons for a second.
They
I was
are
like,
one.
what?
Sometimes my brain takes 2 guys from the same set,
And then just morph them together.
morphs them together. They're shooting together.
They could. That would be a super savage if they morph together into one person.
That would be very scary.
Dude, I've been watching too many like Trap Geek.
I just watched the last Trap
God
Geek one.
damn.
I was just watching the one about FBG Duck.
Yep, I watched that
Yeah,
one.
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Dude, that
I feel too
flyer that
involved.
they had out in like Chicago was insane.
It really
telling all
sets
the
the
kids.
scene of how crazy that
Yep.
fucking scene was when Doug got killed and how unlikely
Yes.
it is for somebody to get capped around there.
Have you been over there, like Michigan Ave and all
Yeah.
that shit, bro? It's so nice and like, it's like
The
being-
last place you would expect
No.
somebody
Yeah.
to get shot up
Especially
like that.
when he made the analogy to like Rodeo Drive and shit. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't
exactly.
really see anyone getting fucking their head blown
Yeah,
off.
but then remember, Young Dolph got shot on fucking on Hollywood Boulevard.
In a hotel though.
Hollywood
No, not
Boulevard's
in-
kind of crazy.
No, but
It was in the
nicer
was it
part?
in the lobby or was it
wasn't-
in the front?
It was in the front because remember, like he got shot and he was like in front of like the Shoe Palace down there. It's like Shoe Palace, like you know where like the mall,
yeah.
Shoe Palace,
Oh,
the
fuck, that
fucking
one-
the
the
train
one-
station.
the one hotel.
Oh yeah,
What is it called?
whatever. I don't know what it's
Yeah.
called, but it's right there.
Speaking of King Vaughn, him and Asian Doll are no more. And I, for one, am kind of sad.
I didn't know
I
it
like
was
them
that
I thought
together.
serious.
they haven't been together for a little while or
I think
no?
it's only a couple days.
A couple days.
She allegedly caught him cheating.
How do you know all this?
There's other smaller YouTubers who make videos about these things. / it was on
The Shade Room or
Instagram
something?
sites and such. I can actually
Point of source.
Pull it up.
Oh, I just saw your code now. Okay.
Oh yeah. 121212. I don't even know why I have it. I was screenshot some shit earlier from it because this is like a King Vaughn Instagram story post. At least I ain't get played by a bad bitch.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
I saw
be
that.
aight with a girl sleeping
Yeah.
in his bed.
There you go.
So he's out here.
Do you see her response though?
I seen her. She took to Twitter and she wrote, "N-word laid up with a all caps prostitute thinking he raw." Laughing emoji ×3. N-word going out sad. No cap. Thank God. Praying hands emoji. Now I can be left alone. And then also at the same time, King Vaughn tweets, "The streets is calling."
Oh,
Meaning like,
He's
go
back.
be a hoe.
No, I think
Go
he,
be for the streets.
I think he means
it's
that
like
he's back in
go-
the streets.
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
what
okay, yeah.
that's how I took it.
It could be deciphered either
Maybe
way.
it's
little
a double
bit.
entendre.
If you're King Vaughn, everything comes back to the streets, right?
Yeah.
That
If you're-
sounds very scary.
If you're King Vaughn, everything is cryptic. Maybe she don't want to keep playing with that.
You think she's scared?
I don't think she's scared.
Nah.
I think Asian Dog got her own hitters, man. She's not worried about that.
Asian Doll, I've never seen act scared. I've never seen like the girly scared side
Never.
of Asian Doll. I only seen
I
the
think if
Asian
she
Doll
was
who's ready
scared-
for the shit.
she wouldn't have posted that.
Asian
of
Doll.
She's not scared.
I did an interview with Asian Doll at Rolling Loud, and she was on Ecstasy, and she just fully told me and didn't give a fuck. She thought it was awesome.
She didn't seem like she was on ecstasy.
She was up when I think about it. I mean, listen, like if I did an interview on Ecstasy, everyone would know. She didn't seem that far
seemed
off
like-
from her
yeah.
normal self, so it was
She might have
not
took like
that-
a little half, you know?
Yeah. Just
And
a
then
little
you
bit.
take the other half after the interview? Get really booted up?
I mean, she like chose to do the interview on Ecstasy, so it's not like she like
If
found out afterwards, like, or it's not that she like knew she had to do an interview and took Ecstasy. She like, I went
What
up
are
to
you
her,
gonna laugh
not
about?
knowing she was on Ecstasy, and said,
What?
"You want to do an interview?" And she said, "Yes." What?
Say it.
if Cam Girl was on ecstasy
would've been
and
bad.
tried to do an interview,
It would've been
everyone
weird.
would
It's funny
know.
because
You'd be like, "Who is this?"
it's funny because when I played at Hard Summer, I did all like my press stuff, all my set stuff, everything important, and then we just turned up. And the moment I did, we went back to the trailer. I threw up.
You threw up? I didn't remember
I threw up,
that.
and we turned up.
Really?
It was fun.
We turned up. I fucking damn that the anniversary of that was like the other day.
I know I was supposed to play it this year too.
I'm
Would've
too
been so
petrified
lit.
of the idea of like doing drugs in public, especially. Like I haven't done drugs in years,
but
but
when
if
you
I
have a
was,
trailer-
if
Yeah.
I was gonna take ecstasy, I'm way too worried that I'm gonna see somebody in the music industry and they're gonna see me looking like a fucking psychopath. So I
But
would.
that's why you go to your trailer and go just be lit in the trailer.
And you have to have sunglasses.
The
'Cause
trailer
I
had-
noticed my
Yeah.
sunglasses,
Socialize.
my eyes get kind of crazy.
I would socialize. If it was
Nah,
me.
it was lit.
Also, if you're at a fucking festival, fuck it. Who cares?
And we were like seeing fans and shit. That was fun.
Who could you see King Vaughn dating next?
I'm not gonna say.
Katie got bands.
Nah,
Dej Loaf.
different generations. Dej Loaf. Do you think that'd be a flex for him?
No, only
Coil Ray.
only because
That's a hot
do you
couple.
guys remember like that? Okay, I'm not gonna call it a fake, allegedly weird relationship with Dirk and Dej Loaf.
Oh,
They
always-
Lil
I always-
Xanned it.
I always thought that was so fucking weird.
you think that was fake?
They Lil Xanned the
I
situation for
mean-
sure.
How did Dej Loaf not blow up? That's something I'll never really
I mean,
understand.
what is our definition of blow up? Because she blew up with that song.
Yeah, one
I mean,
song.
like,
But then she kind of like fizzled out into
yeah, but it's
obscurity.
like
But they kept
she
trying-
had like a good 2-year run. Like,
And then
she
they-
had the other song, "Back Up Off Me," "Back Up Off Me."
I
That
love
shit
that
was
song.
lit.
I feel like she's beautiful, charming, great, unique voice, talented.
super talented.
It doesn't really like, and I'll admit that I'm like super not familiar with her like more recent work, but it just doesn't like make sense to me that she's not like a bigger part of the conversation, especially with there being such a uptick in women rapping and how popular
Yeah.
they are. Isn't she like an obvious person to inherit some of that goodwill that seems
I
like?
think she did her thing. She made her money. She had some really good songs. I think she's probably content with her career and where she.
Well, I know
is.
that
I don't know.
I know she was
Maybe she is. Maybe she's doing better than I
some
perceive.
producer I was talking to. I think like 6 months ago or something. They were saying that she was working with her and that they were trying to get her back into the music fold.
I wonder if she's focused. I need
She
to
might
look
be in
into
the
it.
streets.
Because like when I was interviewing Coil Ray the other day, which is still yet to drop, it was just super obvious that like her whole thing with the label and stuff is that like she works with writers and that they realize that she's like literally probably just one big hit song away
Yeah.
from being like a
I
huge
see
fucking star, like the way, like I mean, well, I don't know. Would you say that about Megan? Did Megan have that one big fucking song that like sort of it wasn't? I feel like it
Savage, I
wasn't
guess.
even Savage was big, but she was huge before that. I feel like Meg was bigger than any one particular song, to be honest. But
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
Coil Ray is somebody who seems like a total fucking star to me. She just needs to have like that one fucking song that is gigantic. But
That'll go like #1 and shit like that.
yeah, and I feel like she knows that, and she's
But
working
isn't that the
towards
case
that.
with so many people?
That is the case with
true.
a lot of people.
Because we know a lot of people that are cool as fuck, look cool as shit.
Uh-huh.
They have a lot of relationships, etc. They seem like they'd be a massive. If they had one fucking huge hit,
Yeah.
they would be. Every single person would be talking
You
about
know
would
who
know who
she
they
should
are.
work with? Sci-Hi the Prince, just like Travis Scott.
Right there, you go.
I don't understand why people are so surprised that
People work with fucking writers.
what did they think was happening?
Yeah,
I think they have this crazy expectation for rappers
That
to,
you're like Russ and you're
like
like
you have to be Russ or J. Cole and produce, engineer, write, and like fucking
most
master
people
all
aren't
your.
doing any of those things.
99% of artists are not doing that.
Especially on that level where you're literally just trying to curate hits. That's all you're doing. But
Yeah.
see, the thing with Travis Scott is he is very hands-on. And I feel like, he is the one that's like the mastermind puppet behind the songs. Like he's like, I'm going to get fucking Mike Dean to do this production. I'm going to get Kanye to do these drums. I'm going to get this Drake feature. I'm going to get Nav on this random song. We don't really need him. Like, like.
What?
Nah, shout out to Nav. Shout
I
out
need to
Nav.
be around Nav. I need to catch a vibe. with him.
Honestly, I feel like Nav's music really had more substance when it first came out.
Dude, I used to love Nav
His
music.
shit was fire. Before he revealed his face,
Like 10 Toes Down, and when he was working with
Nav
Metro
didn't do a
Boomin.
face reveal for a while.
Yeah.
bro,
I didn't know that.
Nobody knew what Nav looked like
Yep.
until the song with him and Travis Scott came out. Bieber,
Biebs in the Trap.
Biebs
That's so
in-
weird because The Weeknd did the same thing.
Exactly.
I didn't
'Cause-
even know that
'cause
about.
some
I'm
peop-
so not really. I wasn't like mega early on Nav. I gotta be real.
Because he was saying the N word in songs, so people thought he was black.
I know. I always
I
thought
don't
that
even
was so
know-
early
cool.
songs.
But I
thought that
think
was
I
really
remember-
like impressive.
But then people also thought he was Post Malone.
Like Nav doing that to me just says a lot about where Nav is coming from. He was such a valid street dude that he didn't even nobody was going to question him. Like, of course he
Pull
says
me in
it.
before and I
That's
feel like
Nav.
myself again.
Of course he says the N word. He's Nav.
I mean, that
Who's
kind-
going to ask Nav?
He definitely still says it in his real life.
Do you want to die? Because if you ask Nav about saying the N word, you might die. So that's why nobody, until he got mega famous and the Twitter mobs could jump on him for it.
Do you know
it
about
probably
Re-
never even crossed his mind that he couldn't say that.
Do you know about Rexdale, where he's from in Canada?
Not that
I think
much.
it's in Toronto. It's lit.
Right.
Watch a Trap Geek video or two.
Super
I think
lit.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
His city is lit.
We end up talking about Drake.
He's from the Rex.
I know
He's
what
from
you're
the
talking about,
Rex.
though. He's good at picking the topics that we end up talking about.
Is he really from the Rex? Is he really from the trap? Is he really living all the things that he says in his raps?
If you listen to Nav long
Nav is
enough,
hard, bro.
because it's like
Nav is hard.
that deluxe is a mind-blowing experiment in basically rapping the same flow approximately for like 30 fucking songs in a row.
With the same voice inflection
Yeah.
and auto-tune settings.
And once, if you really like give Nav your full attention listening to that shit, it will send your mind into a state that I can't even put into words. Like it's like
Are you
drinking.
dissing him or are you complimenting him?
can't
I
tell.
cannot tell.
Honestly, I don't know either. Like he just
It just puts you in like a trance.
like, let me tell you something. Like one
Trance.
time, this girl I know, I was like talking to her, and she's like a porn girl, and she was just like, yeah, I've been like kicking it with Nav and Belly and shit. And this was like a couple years ago, and I'm just like, really? I'm like, you fucking them and shit? And she's like, yeah, they're mad cool. And I was just like, damn.
This other porn star girl I know told me the same thing.
Like, think about what she's seen.
she was talking about how she loved Belly so much and how like a much of like a down to earth guy. I don't know if Belly's in a relationship or anything.
Isn't that the worst when you like a girl and then you realize that she's just like hanging out at some rapper's house, just sucking cock, just gobbling up dick?
See, but I don't know. I don't know if these girls be lying to me or they really just be, you know, this is how it is. But some of the girls be just like, oh no, I wasn't even fucking on them. Like I was just hanging out. They were cool. It might have been the truth, but she was making it seem like she hung out with them all the time. And I'm like, you were probably fucking one of them.
Yeah, like, could you imagine them just
wouldn't
continuing
even
to
give a
invite a
fuck,
girl over if she's not fucking? Like, what is she doing? I mean, maybe she's ugly. Maybe they didn't want to, or maybe she's just like
she's very attractive.
maybe there's enough girls around
Yeah.
that nobody's even really noticed this one over here, and they're not really thinking about
they
her.
didn't even notice her.
I mean, that's
They
hard
could
for
just
me
be-
to believe.
They could just be cool and they just, you know, not everything is about fucking the bitches, you know?
Maybe they're that cool.
Maybe they are that cool.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We're like forgetting the kittens here.
Not everything has to be about like the girl being a fucking thought groupie and we're gonna fucking run a train on her or something, you know?
Right. I mean, hey, that's
They can
just-
exist. They can exist.
Some girls are just cool as fuck, and you like just want.
I would much rather
friends
hang
with them,
out.
whatever.
I would much rather like have like one girl that I'm fucking and then like, you know, a couple of the homegirls around than kicking it with a bunch of dudes. I'm gonna be honest.
Not me. I want every day of my life to be like the FBG Duck slide video. Just me and 20 of the homies, a couple big lights, pop a perk, we out.
Sweating.
Guns, sweating. R.I.P. Duck. Yeah. What was that?
They were getting disrespect. I mean, the whole Chicago like scene of like rappers dissing each other and shit. It's like
It's
always
insane.
it's been disrespectful from day one. So like I'm not surprised, but it's just like
But-
it's 2020. I kind of forgot that they were really on that still.
It's crazy because I have never hated anybody, I don't think, as
like
much
that
as
much.
they hate each other.
Well,
And-
also like they not like, you don't have someone who like killed your cousin,
Right.
And then
Yeah.
you killed their best friend to get back at them killing your cousin. And,
Right.
like,
Because Eve,
Like picture that.
don't have-
Picture there was someone. Let's just experiment. Say someone killed a couple of my friends and my mom, and then they
And your
become a
mom?
famous rapper. Not saying that Doug did this or anything, but like just for example,
Mm-hmm.
think about what you would feel like towards that person. Like
And
I don't
think-
know how do you even fucking sleep at night? You have to like.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
and then think about it like this. Think about all the rappers that were from the other side, because like all the rappers from the Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Lil Durk side, they all became mega fucking famous. They all became legends. All their music was like spread around.
and
not
they
only
were
this-
like the face of Chicago.
they were literally the
hip-hop.
face of Chicago in general and
Yeah.
Chicago rap and what was wrong with it and all that. Imagine being their ops and you also are rapping, but you're not getting nearly as many views. And you fucking are like, like Duck was like the closest.
Duck was
one.
not shy about talking his shit.
Oh no, that's what I'm
He was
saying.
putting out diss songs like 2 weeks before you got
I
killed.
also didn't realize that until the other day.
And then the sad part is it's like now it's just retaliation for this murder and then they retaliate
Yep.
for this murder. So it just, I don't see the end.
It's like, it seems like the craziest thing you could ever imagine to like have someone get killed and then to be like laughing at it on your
Yeah.
Instagram story. But
And like going to the spot.
I don't think that these dudes are crazy. I think that's just actually
That's just
how
the life.
this is. This is how they feel. It would be like if fucking Hitler got killed.
People would laugh.
Think about what your tweet might be like.
Finally.
LOL.
Yeah.
Hitler's dead. To them, I mean, it's probably like indistinguishable. They probably haven't even thought about Hitler that much. Probably haven't even like really hated on Hitler in their own personal lives. They just mostly hated on the ops.
I don't know, man. Shit, it's a dangerous game. It's so like detrimental to the black community and like these young black men just like continuing to push the same cycle. I saw this video of King Vaughn with this little kid, and the little kid had like a water gun, and he kept saying like he kept telling him to say fuck. You know, fuck the other side, and like put the gun to like the camera or whatever, and it was just like, damn, you just like kind of pushing him to do the same thing like you guys.
When you look at the map and see how fucking close they are, it's like
6 minutes away.
They're 3 minutes, I think. It's like you're from literally the same place.
It's just around the corner, a different street.
So sad.
Dude, when we fucking went to Chicago for the Lyrical Lemonade thing,
Did we stay near there?
we stayed in such a shitty area.
Shitty.
The Uber drivers were like warning us, like, why are you staying over here? Like, fucking, like, we were like looking it up and stuff. It was like one of the highest murder rates in the fucking city. We're like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then one night there was the guy waiting outside for me.
That's weird.
Outside of the Airbnb.
Fucking random ass dude wanted to get a photo at night, and he acted a little pissed off when I was like, nah, bro, like I'm staying here, I'm out. I'm like walking away mad fast.
Hell no, you should have taken the picture real quick.
Yeah.
Well, also shout out to Cam, what is it? Cuff Mom.
Cuff Mom?
Who was staying underneath us. So I guess
literally
it wasn't that dangerous.
the same apartment building, like a
Right
YouTuber.
underneath.
It was like the Sway House.
Yo, what?
No, it was a hype house.
Were you having like were you having like after parties and people coming
Definitely
over?
not.
Very
Okay,
chill.
inside wasn't bad, okay? Don't
Yeah,
blame,
No,
don't
it
blame
was
me.
super nice inside, but then you walk outside and it looks like you're in a rap video.
Yeah, it was not that bad. It was not that good.
But there was like nobody on the block and stuff. It just
Yeah,
looked
because
like
niggas are inside because niggas are getting shot over there.
exactly like it would just not be a place where. But nobody hangs out on their fucking block anymore, anyway.
I mean, I don't know about that.
Not that often. I mean, in Chicago, like just standing outside on the block, is that like normal out there? Because like in New York, it kind of is. Like
Here it is too.
I was watching all these Ron Suno skits, and he had one there. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes like I'll be downstairs, I'll be standing outside with y'all, and I'll say that I'm going outside, I'll be back in 10 minutes, but really, I'll be gone mad long. He's like, I'll eat, I'll take a shower, I might sleep or some shit. I might not even come back at all. And like, I'm like laughing my ass off, but I'm thinking also about the fact that like most people, there's not like a culture of standing outside of your fucking house, just on the block. But in New York, for a lot of people, that's just a pretty normal thing. At night, you just stand around outside and just chill with everybody. I miss that.
I don't.
Not an option on my
I don't.
my home.
On your block.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just like congregate with
No.
like the moms that are like that have a walk club.
We have a gate. Like one of my prerequisites when we bought our house is like we're gonna have a giant metal gate outside the house so that nobody will be able to get anywhere near us. It's like the complete opposite of the mentality of just being outside on the block. But New York is like that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's kind of weird. Yeah.
Imagine being that guy. You're like, you know, you met some girl on MySpace or like, you know, she lives on the other side of town. You go to school with her, and you're like walking through the neighborhood, going to her house, and there's like fucking 20 niggas. It's 20 niggas sitting in front of the thing.
And you're like,
I'm like, hey,
Hey.
guys.
how you doing?
Dude, I remember one time.
Nice to see you.
I remember one time.
Adam.
You shake like 20 hands. Dude, I remember this one time I used to go to this like anger management shit like after I fucking got like I was on like house arrest and shit. And a part of the house arrest is I had to do community service, I had to do anger management, blah blah blah, all this shit, right? And the place I was going to was on like Avalon and like 118th or some shit. Like it was deep over there, right?
Right.
And I remember I had a diamond DGK collab t-shirt on.
Nope.
You know?
You can't keep that.
Well, like
it's a t-shirt.
it was a t-shirt. It
Diamond,
was
right? The brand.
Diamond the brand.
I thought you were gonna talk about a necklace.
And
right?
like my shirt was blue. My shirt was blue and red. I thought I was fine, right? I had like army fatigue like cargo shorts on, blue Vans, and I had a blue Dodgers fitted. And I remember, but the shirt was blue and red, so I thought it was okay. Nigga, I must have been skating past this group of niggas. It wasn't even a group. It was one nigga, one older blood nigga. And I was skating by and I had my headphones in. So I'm like not hearing him. This nigga literally smacks my hat off as I'm skating by. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like some big old ass like, and I was like 15 at the time, bro. Like I was like on house arrest. And yeah, he just pressed the fuck out of me and was like, don't be wearing that blue shit, that flu shit over here, blood.
What the fuck?
He was on my head, yeah.
That's crazy.
There was nothing I could do. He would have beat the fuck out of me. I was literally 16.
Is that why you resorted to the green now? Green seems to be your color.
People don't ban colors like that anymore that much, right?
Not really, but
if you go to a neighborhood rocking some shit,
Yeah.
And like the thing too is like I wear a lot of hats, bro. If you get caught in the wrong area with the wrong hat at the wrong time in the wrong car or whatever, nigga,
I don't think you're down there.
Where?
What he's talking about.
No.
Yeah. Because you were saying, I don't think people ban colors like that. I'm like, I think you're fine in your neighborhood.
In my neighborhood, you can wear a red hat. This is good.
With your big gate.
In my living room, red hat is fine.
Yeah,
the cat might sleep on it if you put it down on the ground or something.
Honestly, that's worse than having a gangbanger slap it off your head. Is having a cat sleep on it.
That happens to me
it gets very
frequently.
fuzzy.
I'll take my hat off, put it down, cat on it. Completely destroys the shape of it.
The worst is like when you put anything black down.
And a white cat.
Yeah,
I can't even.
Your cat must shed a lot.
If I had a black cat, it would be so convenient because like 90% of what I wear is black. Why do I have a white cat?
Throw it away.
I don't know what. So I have a black.
Let him free.
I have a tabby black gray cat, and then I have one that's like has white right here, and then like brown. I don't know what it is about the black cat. She doesn't shed, and then the fucking white cat just sheds everywhere.
Right.
So fucking annoying.
You know what's one crazy thing that I read is that black cat adoption rates are
very
fucking
low. People don't like
because black cats are not like Instagrammable. Like this has become like a new thing because black cats just are not seen as desirable for like Instagram.
It's also
shit.
the superstition.
That makes sense too. Yeah,
I think black cats are so cute.
I think they're cute too, but I can totally understand why people don't think they're as good photo wise and stuff. Because like my cat being white, I think that's a big part of why
it really stands out.
That's why he's so funny is because it's like you can just clearly like see all the emotion in his face and when their face.
So basically, you're saying people with darker pigment, you can't see their emotions.
More cats, but more like the animation. Like I don't know, something about the fact that you can see his emotions. And
so you can't see darker
reactions.
pigments basically, and they have no reaction, and that's probably the same way that the cops feel when they shoot. And
I don't see color, my friend.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Remember Michael Scott?
Is Trevor wearing a Chrome Hearts?
I am colorblind.
I hope so.
I'm colorblind.
I thought on the back it said Chrome Hearts
on some shit. Chrome Hearts collab. We should just make that and drop that just to get the cease and desist, just to get some hype beast, just to get on hype beast.
This company,
boom.
This company had like
marketing
a Chrome Farts like release.
Tell me why I've thought that in my head a million times and never had it in me to actually say Chrome Farts.
And like instead of like the orange Levi jeans, there was like orange sweats with like the same crosses on them, and they got the cease and desist.
Wow! So
I thought you were gonna say
apparently they beat it though. That's what on Fashiondemics. That's what it said.
So they own the cross,
like the double cross stitching and shit like.
Wait till I tell them about the Vatican. They got all kinds of crosses over there. They could have all kinds of lawsuits.
They're going to cease and desist the Pope.
Yes, I think so. Wait a minute.
It's like a certain type of cross. It's not just like a cross.
Right. There has to be like a certain style to the cross.
Celtic cross.
No, the horseshoe is their big thing that you can't steal, right?
The horseshoe with the Old English font.
I need all, just like a Vlone Nav guy swam up in my DMs, I'm going to need a Chrome Heart guy to hit me up. Cause
I really hope they don't.
Imagine I
you can just go to the store and buy it, right?
They have a store.
They have a store here in Vegas.
You think it's still open?
Probably, yeah.
With COVID?
I'm pretty sure my homegirl just went like 2 days ago.
You think it got robbed during the riots,
Nope.
or you think people respected it too much?
It might be too far down on Melrose, and then I also think they might have just like gated it up, like any smart company.
I mean, their main thing they sell is these like big ornamented metal things. I just imagine the entire front of the store being like a metal fortress that nobody could penetrate. Like you could throw a fucking firebomb at it, doesn't matter. It's just metal. Maybe the metal would melt eventually, but probably not. That's what I picture the Chrome Hearts store
Chrome Castle?
like. It's probably not. It's probably just like a regular ass black store like mine.
It's a regular ass black store.
Yeah.
Nah, it's pretty huge though. And also I shouldn't be revealing this, but their warehouse is also on Melrose, and it's huge. Imagine having a warehouse on Melrose.
Wow. What? You went to the warehouse?
No, but I just know that it's on. Yeah.
We should go stand outside.
We should just
What,
go
with the picket.
We should just go. We should
Picket
just.
Chrome
us
Hearts. This shit sucks.
We should just go sleep in front of the Chrome Heart store until we see Richard Stark and he gives us free clothes.
When are we going to talk about the fact that Kim is now a fucking Vlone industry plant? She is owned by Vlone now.
I'm owned?
Yes.
No one owns me.
Yes.
Why am I owned by Vlone?
Because her boyfriend has been contracted by Vlone. He's in business. I'm not going to
Honestly-
reveal too much, but if you want some designs from him,
the prices,
you
went
might
up.
get a hard no. You might say, nah, man. Like my contract, Barry. I'm sorry, it's not gonna
He
happen.
did-
Honestly, felt so betrayed by that.
Hey, he called you.
I know. I was making a joke for the
sorry.
podcast.
He told you, he's like, listen, Monty, I'm
was like,
thinking
bro.
about signing this Vlone deal, but I don't want to lose our friendship. I don't know
Honestly,
what a call from Blasey like that would be like.
The thing that's funniest, like even more funny than him even designing for Vlone, is the fucking shout out to No Jumper meme page that made like a what is it? You got served.
You got served battle.
Oh, I saw that.
was
It's so funny that he
funny.
picked up on that without me even mentioning it yet
That's
on the
so
show.
funny. I love it.
Well, no, because we were like, we need more memes, and
Yeah,
that guy
we-
was like, here we go. I'm making a
Right.
page.
Memes? All right, I'm on
So
it.
so tell me, does he have like unlimited Vlone in his closet now? Does he have the Nav collab?
No, he
that
does
I
not
have.
have any Vlone yet.
I want my rose
But he
back.
did do, for people who are wondering what we're talking about, he designed the Juice World Weekend Smile artwork.
He did that clown graphic.
Yeah, the one that he got clowned for.
He got clown for it. Why?
Oh man, they were just
They're
on
going
his-
in on him.
People didn't like it.
No, I mean people get kind of going on every Vlone design.
Okay.
especially like if it's of a posthumous release of someone that
Right.
they loved and whatever.
Did Blasey have to summon his inner child that was scared of clowns and like did he get attacked
Well, I think-
by a
I think
clown?
Barry was
it
one who told him to do-
Bari
to-
told him.
Barry
to
is scared of clowns?
do, maybe.
Barry was one who told
I think if
him.
he was scared of clowns, he wouldn't have put clowns on his
Yeah,
shirt.
I'm pretty sure Barry was one who told him
Yeah, but
to do.
he-
Maybe he wants to scare himself
By looking at his own fucking
by
clothes.
putting the thing he's most scared of on his shirt.
But
Who knows how sick Barry is?
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
know-
ask for that shirt, so I'll hopefully all three of us
Oh,
can get it, and we
God.
can wear it together on this podcast.
I will also accept the FaZe Vlone collab.
FaZe Vlone. When did that happen?
Whoops. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
It actually might be a thing.
That actually might be a thing.
Imagine.
It might have already came out, or it might be in the works.
Who deserves a bigger percentage on the FaZe Vlone collab? Like
Definitely
who's
FaZe.
doing who a favor?
I think FaZe is doing them a favor for
You think?
sure. See, but I feel like
I don't know.
I feel
Vlone they sell a lot of fucking shirts.
FaZe too. Imagine FaZe
FaZe
Banks
does
and,
too.
and Barry just squadding
Oh,
up for a
God.
flick.
If
That would be
they- if
huge
we-
for
if we-
race relations.
If we put them morphed together as a clown and put that on
What
a
if
shirt.
the next No Jumper shirt is half Barry's face, half FaZe Banks' face? Or no,
wait,
Barry and Keemstar.
somebody should make the F with the V intertwined on the back. Blasey,
I think you're
you
giving
got
too
an
much.
idea.
too
I
No,
much
know.
no, no,
sauce
no,
right
no, no,
now.
no, no.
Too
Not
much-
even allowed to discuss it.
I'm giving too much sauce away right now.
Yes, exactly. Holy shit. We're like a fucking creative think tank. We're like the new AUG here, huh?
We're like
We're
the new Shark
Donna.
Tank.
This is Shark Tank. What's up? We're giving all our ideas away for free
free.
to 7,000 people
Shout out to all
who
7,000
probably
people.
don't even appreciate what we're giving them.
Someone said they collabed before.
Have they?
I saw FaZe Vlone exist.
Have we ever seen Nav and FaZe Banks in the same room together?
No, but I have seen Nav standing right next to Young Thug when Gunna gave him a Hawaiian bread with $10,000 next to it.
I think it was like
lit.
$100,000.
Wait, Hawaiian? I didn't even
$100,000.
watch the clip. Hawaiian bread?
Yeah, what do you? I thought he.
Instead of like a cake, they had
I
like a
love
little piece
Hawaiian
of
bread.
Hawaiian bread, and then they put a candle on it, and then he surrounded it with stacks of
What
cash.
makes it Hawaiian bread?
It's sweet and like
It makes it
soft.
Does bimbo count?
No,
You don't fuck with
that's
bimbo?
Mexican, no?
I think it's literally called Hawaiian bread.
it's like King's Hawaiian bread.
I
King's
feel like I
Hawaiian.
know what you
I
mean,
love
but I'm
Hawaiian
also
bread.
worried.
It's like, but use that.
You
It's
don't
like
know Hawaiian bread?
in the orange packaging.
It's so good. It's like sweet and like I don't know, light and fluffy. It's so
Sometimes when me and Hesh would like go on like little skate trips or whatever, like, and we'd go back to your house, we'd go to that 7-Eleven and just get a Slurpee and Hawaiian bread. Because it's bread and it fills you up, and it's like, you know,
I think I know what you mean.
yeah, you do. It's in the orange packaging.
good. Oh, you really don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
It's
I'll be right
really
back.
good.
I
If
started
you,
thinking about bimbo and I got distracted.
pretty sure Bimbo is Mexican.
Yeah, no, I need a bimbo right now. Isn't bimbo such a funny name for a fucking piece of bread, though? It's always just really amused
No, it's
me.
funny when they have like the big Bimbo trucks passing by. I'm like, oh my god, I'm passing by a fucking
Bimbo.
Bimbo.
I'm pretty sure I've made that joke to my girlfriend and probably like 15 other girls. Like,
Probably.
hey, I got a couple more of you in that truck.
I hate you.
That's such a dad joke. That's such a shitty dad joke that I just could not resist.
It's a good one.
Bimbo. So you're not pissed off. Are you gonna like try to network this connection into yourself getting some free Vlone?
No. I thought you were gonna say free bimbo.
No.
Free Vlone. Yeah, no, I want the smile merch.
You got to support the hubby, you know?
Not yet.
No.
Not
but
hubby yet.
Metaphorically. Mm-hmm. You know, you can call a girl wifey before you actually marry her, right? Well,
Yeah,
that's wifey.
Yeah, but hubby I feel like has a different ring.
Hubby. It sounds stupid as fuck. Like nobody should say that probably. Does anyone actually say hubby?
No, I don't think so. I think that's another one of your dad jokes.
I'm pretty sure I've heard my mom say hubby. You know my mom's nickname growing up was Guzz because she would guzzle her baby bottle so much, I guess, and then they started all calling
That's
her
weird.
Guzz. Her first day in kindergarten, this is a real story. Her first day in kindergarten, they're calling everybody's names, right? And they start calling Anne. And she doesn't even know, she didn't know her own name. I'm starting to feel like I'm making my mom sound stupid. My mom is quite smart. She literally didn't know that was her name because she had gotten so used to being called Guz.
Aw, that's cute. Did she raise her hand and say, no, call me Guz?
I think eventually they figured out that there was only one girl in the class who hadn't had her name called.
Hey.
Josh to sell me a shirt.
I start getting emotional as soon as I talk about my mom. It makes me feel all kind of,
Aw.
it
That's
starts all
good.
coming
I love
up.
mom.
You
At
know?
least you fucking have some type of
Art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird, like, knowing you have, like, a family that you love and stuff.
Yeah, when you called me a sociopath the other day, it really kind of.
Your mom wasn't happy?
No,
Oh, no, she doesn't watch this shit.
this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You're
right.
definitely a sociopath.
What does
I
that
feel-
mean to you?
Huh?
What does that mean to you?
It means like the definition of it, right?
When I watched the Jake Paul fucking documentary, I was like, wow, so many similar traits to Adam.
Yeah.
I think me and Lemna actually talked about it. Or maybe
What
Lemna
traits
told me.
though? Just like I think I am lacking some empathy.
And yeah, no, definitely no empathy.
My brain's fried.
Thinks about like, you know, how he's gonna get to the next step, and then like being successful, and that's all he cares about. And fuck everyone else. It's just me on the top, and I'm stepping on everyone on the way.
Who am I stepping on? How did I step on you?
She said,
I think I have gotten better at being more balanced at, you know, feeling like I can have like a normal life outside of working, because for such a long time I felt like that was the only thing that I could focus on, was like trying to do things that would make me get to the next step that I was trying to get to. I feel like I'm starting to like get to the point where I can actually like let
Getting
my
out of
guard
your-
down and relax.
you're about
and
to have a
not-
whole
He's trying
kid
to-
and shit now.
Exactly,
So you
and
kinda
that's
got
forcing me to be like, okay, I need to like open up my personality more. This can't all be about making the most content and doing the most shit and
Yeah.
whatever, you know?
You're bursting out of your sociopath bubble.
A little bit. I mean,
Proud of you.
it's hard doing like 7 interviews a week and fucking just still wanting to have a conversation with somebody that's not on
Yeah.
camera. I just get so fucking sick of talking.
Yeah.
That's how I feel as
Poor Lana.
streamers too. Like if you fucking sitting on stream 8 hours a day, like what do you like? I don't want to fucking talk after I sit on
Yeah.
stream for
You
8
really
hours.
don't.
No.
And that can be weird for my girlfriend to like realize like, oh, she didn't have anyone to talk to all day, or at least not me. Meanwhile, I'm like,
That makes sense,
spent.
man.
I just want to not.
I never thought
especially
about that.
especially if you're talking as a job, and then you come home and you're kind of supposed to talk to your significant other.
A lot of people like are talking to the significant other because they feel like they haven't
need
been
someone
heard.
to talk to,
right.
yeah.
I feel like
Damn.
too heard. I want to not talk about myself. I want to not talk about what I've been doing because I'm trying to like get out of my own head sometimes.
Damn.
I don't know.
I never look at it like that from the other person's perspective, because I do that all the time, and I be ignoring bitches and shit, and that's why they don't. You know, it'll start off good because I'm just naturally kind of talkative, and then I'll just get over it and just be like, I don't want to talk. to
One
you.
of the number one things you could do if you're a guy and you want a girl to like you is to just take interest in her life and like be invested in what she has going on. And like that is a thing you will hear from girls so much, is that they just feel
Yeah,
like
'cause most dudes
no
don't give a
guy
fuck.
gives them that at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, because guys, when they talk to you, they just like to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
I love to talk about myself though.
That's how I know I don't like that guy, if all he does is talk about himself, because I'm like, I don't fucking care about you.
I feel like a lot of times I feel lost because I don't know how to talk about myself without sounding like an asshole, because everything I talk about sounds like I'm just
trying
describing
to
some rapper I talked to one time or some cool thing I did or whatever. It's sort of
it
like,
sounds like you're trying to flex everything,
right? Like, because a lot of people are like that. Like, they have an inner monologue, and if you get alone with them, they'll just start telling you everything that they have going on. I have a lot going on. I would feel like such a prick if every time I'm in a room I just started talking about all the business shit that I have going on and all these little deals, or I just got paid this amount to do this brand deal for this company. Isn't that great? I don't want to talk about that. It sounds crazy.
Those conversations.
You know what's annoying? The most annoying thing? I was out, I think, the other day, and someone was just like, I was at my homie's Airbnb, and like his homie was around, and he was just like, so like, how's Adam? Like, how's Adam like outside of blah blah blah? And I'm like, nigga, I don't know. I don't talk to that nigga. I see him once a week when we do this. I don't know.
No, a group chat.
Yeah, but I'm just meant like he just like he was already just asking me just random ass shit I wasn't trying to talk about, and then it was just like, so how's Adam outside
hate
of
those
like
questions.
what the fuck do you want me to say? Like,
I'm out here. Adam's out here.
Just like, what was I supposed to say?
In the streets. I want to talk about me going to the hood again this weekend.
Again, you love going
really?
to the hood.
Oh my God, the fucking video. Yeah, what happened?
I didn't even put it, like, I put the address into my phone. Basically, YG hits me up. He's like, I got this new artist, D3. He's dope. I want you to do a vlog with him. I'm like, it's done.
Say less. Yeah.
Say less. YG's telling me to pull up to do a vlog in the hood with his kid that he fucks with. I watched a couple of his videos. I'm like, all right, cool. I pull up. I didn't put the address in my phone. I didn't realize that I was pulling up to the exact same hood that I pulled up to previously for the Kill a Twan video. And it's like, me and Trev started to get in there, and he starts to realize, like, oh shit, like, we are in the fucking trenches. Like, and then I'm with AD this time, and we pull up. AD
didn't tell y'all where you was going when you looked at the address?
I like texted him the address, so I didn't like get a reaction from him about exactly where we were going. I was misled. I thought we were going to Compton. It turns out we were going to Watts, And we pull up. We're out there on the block. Fucking AMBJ is there as well.
It costs to live like this.
Yeah, that's what he says every time you put a camera at him or whatever. He just fucking drops that ad lib, bro.
I love it.
And so they're just outside, and then we go into the crib. So this is my first time going into the projects there, like into one of the actual homes, and they proceed to
cook some crack.
Right. It would appear. I wasn't paying attention when I saw exactly what ingredients were going into the mixture that they were putting up. But so I filmed this on my phone and I put it on Snapchat, and wow, I got a lot of quote tweets. It actually seems kind of small in comparison to the girl.
You mean Twitter?
Twitter, right, is where I really went crazy. I was pretty shocked to see that.
It really looks like crack.
Right. They really quote tweeted me about 5 million times saying that you're a snitch, you're a fed. What the fuck is wrong with these dudes for letting this dude into their life to film this? I didn't even really. I was just like, how fucking stupid are you people? Like, how dumb are you that you don't think that like how many rap videos have you seen where somebody was cooking crack and it was obviously not real? Like, what do you think? And also, like, even if it was, like, prove it. Like, how are the cops going to prove that was crack? And that, it's just not, I wish that they did for real. Honestly, just, like, that would be great to, like, see what it actually looks like. Because
so it was rice?
It was, I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay.
It was not necessarily what was being represented. But,
because somehow everyone would reduced that it was rice, that they were cooking rice.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't see any.
Where did they get that from?
I didn't see a rice texture to it.
Did you get to touch it?
I didn't.
Did you smoke the rice?
I feel bad for like exposing this vlog before it comes out. I wonder if people are gonna get mad.
I thought it was out already.
No, it's still
no,
being
I think
edited
this is
right
a
now.
good disclaimer that you should bring up.
Probably a good disclaimer.
People are fucking upset.
I just wonder if it's gonna get taken off YouTube because what if it looks too much like?
What if you just blur it out?
I think
kind of loses the essence of it.
I think Trev's gonna be kind of artful about it. Hopefully we can pull it off and YouTube will still let us rock. The clip of the girls slurping 7 dicks, that is fully green and monetized.
What?
Oh, I thought you meant there was a clip of the actual dick sucking.
I think I just got away with it because I wrote slurped up. If I wrote sucked 7 NBA player dicks, no way it would be monetized. I wrote slurped up 7 NBA players. The algorithm is not sophisticated enough to know that slurped up means that.
Maybe that's where House Phone needs to go instead of Twitch emotes.
And I've used like give top and got monetized. Like so and so talks about giving top on live or whatever the fuck the title was.
They don't know the slang
but
yet.
But isn't that funny where like 100% of my audience knows what slurped up or give top means, and then the robot still apparently hasn't
Slurped
caught
up,
on.
give top.
There's our song. Slurped up, give top.
Monetized.
Monetized.
I feel like this one won't be monetized just because I said Hitler multiple times.
Said it again.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't all of these get demonetized anyways?
They said,
all.
They said House Phone looking like Fred Durst. He did it all for the nookie.
You do look like that.
Gay Fred Durst. Because he got the gay shirt on.
Let the homies be gay in peace.
I fuck with that. No, I went to a gay convention one time and I should have caught more merch, bro. They had a lot of really fruity unicorn designs and shit that if I had.
You ever been to the gay club and there's hella bitches there?
That's why they go.
I went with like a group of girls. It's like me, this girl I was fucking with.
The
and
gay
her 2
club
friends.
though? Where?
It was
The Abbey.
Nah, this one was called like Tiger or something.
The Abbey
Tiger
is more.
Heat?
Tiger Heat
I've been
in
there.
Hollywood.
It's super fun.
It's
Bro,
a gay
it
bar, gay club.
No,
Gay
not
club.
a bar.
It's
nigga.
like a disco,
it's
Studio
4
54 type
level-
vibe?
It's like 4 levels
it's
of
turned up.
club.
Really? And it's all gay dudes, or there's girls there too?
No, there was mad bitches there, bro.
But it's like the girls are safe and left alone, and then the gay guys.
No,
are,
it's a party, so it looks like there's probably straight people, gay people, all types of shit, but it's marketed as a gay party.
Let me hit you with some drip facts right here. One time, I went to the movies with this girl, and she snuck in like a bottle of fucking alcohol or whatever.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we were sort of drunk like by the time that the movie got done. And so we start like going on her phone and figuring out we're gonna catch a cab to fucking a bar or something. And the first one we pick ends up being Hamburger Mary's. It's like midnight, and Hamburger Mary's in Long Beach, at least, and here in Hollywood as well, is a gay bar. And so I'm with a fucking
Weird-ass
girl.
name.
Hamburger Mary's.
Yeah, I'm like, you about to go get a burger?
I don't
Or-
think I've ever had a burger from there, but I'm willing to do it.
They sell burgers though.
I think that during the day it's a restaurant and bar, and then at night it's more like a bar club type thing. But so
fun.
me and her go into this gay bar because once we get there and we realize like, or no, we were supposed to go to like another spot and then that wasn't open or it was full. So we said, let's go to Hamburger Mary's instead, like the gay bar, fuck it, it'll be funny. And so we go in, and one of the first things I see is like 4 fat, hairy chested gay dudes, all in blue jeans, in a conga line,
I love
grinding on each other with their shirts off. They're all like
You
40.
would fit right in.
Bro, I could not believe what I was seeing with my eyes. I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I can't believe I'm in an area where this is not funny. Nobody is laughing at this image that I'm looking at, and to me, this is like the funniest looking thing I ever seen in my life. I have never held a girl's hand harder than this chick that I was with at that moment.
You almost broke her fucking wrist.
Because, bro, some of these dudes are big, muscular motherfuckers, and they're looking at me like I'm something to eat. Like they're fucking like I'm a lick, literally.
Yeah, they're about to lick you.
Exactly. They could lick this lollipop. Like they like are looking at me like I'm almost catching a vibe that they might be ready to take something. Like I might
Just
like
because
they don't
they're
care
gay
if I'm down.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't
facts.
mean they want you because you're straight.
But it's weird. It's a weird feeling, and in that moment, I kind of understood more how women feel because I'm looking at dudes who could clearly physically overpower me, and they're drunk. And they're
That don't mean
looking
they're
at
about to just rape you.
I'm
in the
not
middle
saying
of
that
the
they're
bar.
gonna
I-
actually rape me, but it was like a weird moment where
They
I'm
could,
looking
they
at them
could.
like, oh fuck, like this, like if he wanted, he could knock my ass out and drag me into the woods. And
Why would you be in the woods?
I don't know, drag me down to the beach because we're in Long Beach, whatever. He could. I mean, I was just like, it was a weird moment. I'm realizing like this is
Imagine
what
you wake up face first, full of sand, your asshole's bleeding and ripped open. You just got
Imagine?
There's a
sand
hairy
everywhere.
man next to you.
And there's a hairy man drunk, passed out next to you.
Nah, he would dip.
No, the funny thing is,
No,
I
he
was
nutted and fell asleep.
I was DJing like
Poor guy.
this hip hop show at Union, Jules Catch One.
And that guy was in a conga line before. That makes
Okay,
it funny.
and
Okay.
the funny thing is, so I get there, I'm expecting like SoundCloud rappers, Xanax, lean, and weed.
Your shit.
Your guys' shit. So then I get there and I walk to the downstairs area and there's like shirtless men and like guys in G-strings and like what do you call it? Like chains and like
What?
corset type
Chain
thingies.
mail?
And then I'm like, where's the fucking party? And I realize that it's like a gay club downstairs and like a SoundCloud rap show upstairs.
I love that combo.
I love the idea of it sort of like both like intermingling with each other.
And then it's funny when it was 2 a.m. and then everyone has to come out.
So
it's just like a mix of the two.
That's high. You got like Icy Narco and like fucking Pedro.
Icy Narco and then like some nigga with assless chaps on.
Pretty much, yeah.
And they're just talking like,
And like
how are you doing?
And like
how's your show?
Nipple class and assless chaps.
Check out my SoundCloud.
Oh God.
It's
like,
like,
all right.
yeah, it's like 16-year-old Lil Pump is there, and he's just like talking to some. No, there's no way they're intermingling.
I don't know.
Those SoundCloud rapper kids have no social skills.
They really
That's a
don't.
fact.
They can't talk
I've
to
interviewed
anyone.
a bunch of them. There's no way. And these fucking gay dudes are like masters of the English language. They're hilarious, probably. Most of them went to Yale and shit. They're just fucking out here. They're probably just roasting the SoundCloud kids, and the SoundCloud kids can't do shit about it.
Damn.
They're probably running away.
And half of these fucking gay dudes are in the gym 7 times a fucking week.
Half of
They
these fucking
definitely
gay
have-
dudes on the fucking gym. You're fucking jabroni.
They're at your gym.
Yeah, at your fucking West Hollywood gym.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I've seen
to-
gay dudes in there that look like they could take a motherfucker out.
They trying to recruit the black niggas to fucking cuck them. Like
What? That one dude.
Like
yeah.
academics cucked 6ix9ine.
Oh god.
But shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Cuz. Shout out to all the chat niggas.
Shout out to Big Cud. That's one thing about Benny the Butcher is that he always calls Conway fucking Big Buzz. So like that's just like
You should call your mom Big Guz.
big.
Big Cuz.
Is there anything that we
22.
should replace with a C or a B
Mama
on
22.
this podcast? Podbast? Should we start just doing that all the time on here?
Honestly, kind of down.
I was chilling with I had a girl on the podcast and she said Bellabration or some shit.
It's a celebration.
She says
I wonder who-
we just out here celebrating.
Who?
I think it was Blatina. If it wasn't that, it was something
Shout out
like
to
that.
Blatina. You interviewed her recently?
No, this is like over a year ago.
A Bellabration.
You know, she unfollowed me in the middle of the George Floyd thing. Apparently, I wasn't doing
Damn.
enough to support the community. She
She wasn't
unfollowed
fucking
me.
with, she wasn't fucking with that.
I was like,
Shout out Blatina, fucking social
standing
justice.
up, right?
Yeah,
Hitting
honestly.
people with unfollows for the
fuck with
culture. That's
She's
big.
hard though, for real. She really is hard. Her music
Super
is hard
hard.
too.
Right.
You know, she's like 17, 18 now.
Really?
She probably just turned
She's
18.
definitely really young, but
She was super young when she made that video. The
She was
World
probably
Star
like-
one.
she's probably
I
like
think she was
16.
15, 16.
what
yeah.
was the World Star one?
I don't know, like one of her first ones that like kind of blew up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can't remember the name.
Well, speaking of unfollowing, I also got unfollowed on Twitter by DDG. I don't know if this happened like recently or if this happened a while ago, but either
Probably
way,
a while ago.
I don't have no idea. But anyway, so this is what happened: is it wasn't me. First off, shout out to Shaggy, but somebody on the No
Shout out to
Jumper.
Rob Banks.
Shout out to Rob Banks. Somebody on the No Jumper staff. I'm not exactly sure who, even, and I don't care. They posted to the No Jumper Instagram. They posted up a picture of Ruby and DDG, and
I saw that.
it's a screenshot of a tweet from DDG, or excuse me, an Instagram caption where he wrote, "I just want to be loved, man. I was the best N-word for her. Sad face. I need comforting. This one hurts. Broken heart emoji. Just opened my DMs, ladies.
Oh, he's trying to get some sympathy pussy.
Hashtag hurt." So
That was the lamest caption and attempt to get some sympathy pussy I've ever seen in my entire life, nigga. What the fuck?
see, I haven't been made single in modern times, so I'm not sure how much I can judge that, because I remember one day when I realized how real it was when I realized that Famous Dex kept posting just single on his Instagram photos. It's just a selfie in the mirror. Boom, single.
So
I'm like, oh, you
to,
can just
like,
advertise that you're available like that. It's that easy.
You gotta warn the bitches that you
Right. But he wanted
back
to,
on the market.
DDG wanted to make it clear that
he was the best nigga for her.
not only was he heartbroken, but he gave it his all. He wanted to be down.
But
he wanted
then
to be
wouldn't
that
you
guy.
be
He wanted to be a
completely-
power couple. You think
wouldn't
he
you-
ever used the word power
Oh,
couple
he
to her
Are
privately?
you joking me? That's probably the first thing he ever said to her.
We could be a power couple.
But look,
Jay and Beyonce.
This just
No?
wouldn't that completely throw off your whole point
God.
of how you were the best nigga for her and all this other shit, and then you just gonna be like, all right, by the way, my DMs are open.
ladies.
No, but he's looking for a substitute for someone else that he could be in a like Bill and Hillary type thing with.
Bro, that nigga's just corny as fuck, bro.
How dare you? Anyway, he quotes, okay, and so that
Wait.
On Twitter, whoever posted it wrote, DDG says he's hurt over his breakup with Ruby. Ladies, y'all slide in those DMs though? And then the eyes looking sideways. Holy shit. I did not co-sign that. But there's that's how this person chose to phrase that. And DDG quote tweeted it, 3 laughing emojis, you a hoe ass N-word. And they unfollowed me, even though this was from the No Jumper account.
Yeah, but they think that
it's you just tweeting
anything No Jumper is you.
I don't.
I mean, which
You're a
would
reflection of this
accept
brand.
which wouldn't be a bad assumption.
I don't care, you know, like if you
You're not
if
sad
you just,
over the loss of your friendship?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what's it going to be like when I see him? Like, what do you think he would actually say to me? Like, because literally all this person who works for me did is put a screenshot of what he said, and then they put
Which
a
he
picture
did
of
say.
both of them. It's not like what is, they said that he said that he was hurt. He literally used hashtag hurt.
Maybe you gave more ladies sliding into his DMs.
Maybe that's
Maybe
part
more
of the
promotion.
But that's what he's like.
That's what
He's
he
like,
wanted,
he
yeah.
said, my
No,
DMs are open.
Yeah, I'm saying you're helping him.
Right. Whoever posted this is helping. I mean, I might have phrased it a little differently.
It's like ladies sliding in those DMs.
But I get what he's trying to do. He's like, all right, she's out. I need a substitute. I got a fucking couple million followers. Let's do it. Like, somebody slide in. Let me know.
How many bad bitches you think are act like I remember I was like, oh, like I'm going to Vegas August 27th. This is an open call for all my bitches like to come.
How was it?
No girl replied. Literally 0 girls replied and was like, oh my God, I want to come. No, that's probably not true. But I'm just saying though, it's like no
But that might be more about you than about like he might have a lot of girls in his DMs right now. I don't know.
I know, but it's about the way
That
you
and like pandemic.
it's the way that you word it and the way like me saying this is an open casting call for all my bitches
Yeah, exactly.
to come. That's like, okay.
You're only getting bottle of the barrel
You don't-
OnlyFans
The girls that are-
trash.
The girls that are
don't get
replying to
anyone that feels special.
You
about
get
that.
all the girls who are making $40 a month on OnlyFans that way
Oh
for a
my
show,
God,
and they
40?
probably want you to volunteer. She's gonna take her phone out and point like, "Can I film?"
This girl did that to
That's now.
This girl did that to Tiesto and he was like,
She's about to suck him off. She's like, "Can I film?" Can
yeah,
you
but
film this?"
then I was like, bro, she must have an OnlyFans. He's like, nah, she doesn't. I'm like, bro, she must have a secret OnlyFans and just not telling you. There's no reason for her to just want to suck your dick and then record it.
If I was just a random girl, or if I was a random guy with no tattoos, I
wouldn't give a fuck, yeah.
Who the fuck cares? That's fire to me. Actually, that was really like that kind of helped me ease my way into doing that stuff. Anyway, now you understand why DDG was so mad. Low key,
He's like, I can get any girl I want.
he couldn't say it because then he would have had to basically say, I am dating her. But because like I think that she was trying to keep it more low key. Like she was piping him. From what I've seen, this is what it seems like. She was piping him. That he's feeling
He
her.
was piping her.
Maybe well, yeah, probably.
We don't know.
Probably wasn't a pegging situation.
She might have been pegging him. We don't know. And like grabbing his little braids from the back.
That mental image just fucked me up, bro. Stop it. Fuck. Now I can't think about it.
I
sorry.
don't even know what you're talking about. Oh,
Ruby
what you
pegging
said.
him.
Ruby was trying to keep it on the low.
Right. I think Ruby was maybe the
wasn't
one who
the
was more
low, though.
incentivized to keep it on the low because they did
Because
that
they did
video
the
together and
video.
stuff. He was her fucking male arm candy.
And then he made a whole vlog about it.
Right. That's a thing. That's
Yeah.
a look.
But
That's a
really
look.
keeping
Anyways,
it
go
on the
on.
low.
But they weren't like publicly doing, like they weren't
Yeah.
flicking up together on the gram and stuff. But
But then she was flicking up with TJ. I'm not talking about the first time, but then the second time too.
The
really,
second time, yeah, she
Yeah.
was flicking up.
you think he was a little hurt because she didn't maybe want to flex him enough? Maybe,
Yeah,
I don't
'cause-
know about flexing him, but I think he was definitely hurt about her hanging out with TJ again.
maybe, and this is gonna be. I'm starting to get
God,
deep here,
bitches are toxic.
but maybe
I
when,
feel for him now.
Maybe when he was offended by us saying that she wouldn't get wifed up by a YouTuber, maybe he was offended because that's actually
What
his
was going
primary
Yeah.
self-doubt thing he has going on. Is like
We hit him where it hurts.
maybe that
We didn't
was a
mean to.
little too real. I don't know.
Sometimes.
That's what
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like he's doing good. He's
seems like he's doing good. I was looking at his shit today. His views are good.
Yeah, bro.
Everything seems like
I
it's
think he's
doing
just
fine.
fine.
He can fucking find any random badass bitch in the world that he wants, bro.
Right.
Shout out DDG, man.
But I don't think he wants any
All
random
this-
girl. I think he wants Ruby.
No, but that she's for the streets though, bro.
You
gotta
think?
you gotta just let her be
You think she's hard to tame?
for sure.
Everything we've seen.
Because she's always gonna chase after the nigga that like, cause like she's so popping to where like she's like, dodging niggas left and right.
It's got, unless you are there every day.
Nah, not even that. She probably don't even want the nigga that's there every day.
If you start fucking Ruby Rose at this moment, you need to nut in her. That would be the best career move you could possibly make, is to impregnate her right now.
Well, if you're less popping than her,
or anyone. I
Lil
don't care
TJ
who you are.
Lil TJ don't really need to nut at her.
Lil
But I
TJ?
get-
If
yeah.
I'm Lil TJ, I'm nutting in her. I'm
Getting her
sorry. It's
pregnant?
just, I'm going to poke a hole in the con. No, I'm
I
not.
think he's trying to
That's
stay-
fucked up, actually. Like, people get really mad when you joke around about that. I would not
I
do
think
that.
he's trying to stay away from that.
TJ?
Getting her pregnant.
Yeah, well,
think
you're
he
right.
is.
His actions would suggest that. Yeah.
I think he's trying to stay far away from that.
You know what's crazy is that now DDG is Moneybag Yo. If Ruby is Megan, then DDG is Moneybag Yo.
Shout out Moneybag Yo.
The question is, who will be Tory Lanez? Who will shoot her?
Oh my god.
Shoot Ruby Rose in the foot.
Yeah.
Josh is just eating pizza and staring into my eyes from, through the glass. He was just like,
Fucking sociopath. They
No,
still that
they're-
pizza's been sitting there for 2 hours.
They're so high. The moment I came in, this whole place was hotbox, and then they were saying like weird things to me about like, I don't know, shoes, and they're also high.
Yeah, we were smoking big dope. Yeah. Who do you think would be a good person for Ruby Rose to wife up next?
Hello, G.
You're right.
damn, just hop to the best friend.
That's good though. No, that would be a good look. Yeah. That's DDG's nightmare. What?
This is the real question. Did Playboy Cardi upgrade or downgrade by going to Iggy Azalea from Ruby Rose?
I think he's in his own.
Underage Ruby Rose.
Huh? Oh, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
not, I'm
whoa,
not
whoa,
joking about that.
whoa.
I think he's in another like stratosphere. It doesn't matter who the fuck
Yeah,
he dates.
facts.
Cardi is in such a space that whoever he
in a
dates, it
spaceship.
becomes a look, even if for anyone else it wouldn't be a look. Somehow it
100%.
becomes this like crazy, like, oh my
no,
god,
Iggy Azalea
'Cause
is
it
a
makes
look.
sense.
what a
that-
genius! Who could have thought about wifing her up and making a baby with her? What a fucking god!
She's gorgeous.
Yes.
I don't think anyone can deny
With
that.
the
Everyone was
stupid,
making fun of her
fattest
music and stuff
ass.
like that.
That
but
double fat transfer.
She has the craziest ass of all
ASAP
time.
finger tattoo gone. This
Gone.
ancient history. We
Yeah,
ain't
she
thinking
got-
about that.
She got the Anarchy A now.
Does she have any of it left?
I'm saying she got the Anarchy Playboy Cardi A now. He claimed the Anarchy thing. I don't know how. He got an Anarchy chain. That's why.
Playboy Cardi is so cool that he even made the Anarchy sign cool. And it's
the
like
Anarchy sign's been cool.
I had an Anarchy shirt in 3rd grade. No, 6th grade. Rest in peace, Lil Peep. He got in his face. That helped a lot too.
Yeah.
Definitely brought it back.
That really breathed life into the Anarchy signs.
And fucking, I remember at one point Suave was telling me, he was like, don't you think the Anarchy symbol is like the new symbol for the Illuminati?
Suave said that? Suave, I think you're supposed to say, right?
Sorry.
Suave.
Fucking
Fuck.
Suave.
He said
Suave.
that?
That was a great sentence.
I love when people start finding out about the Illuminati and just start hitting you with truth bombs.
Oh my god, dude! There's like these girls that I follow on Instagram who are just like pretty much just normal, like OnlyFans content creators at first, and they've just been on this woke tip
Well, it's
of
like tequila.
like posting like fucking like Pizzagate videos
Oh
and
my
like fucking
God.
like the elites drinking children's blood and like sex trafficking, which is all shit that is probably actually going on, and I feel them, but it's just like seeing the 180 from just like, hey, swipe up for my OnlyFans to like, oh my god,
Swipe up for this Pizzagate documentary.
No.
It's a slippery slope. And then in the case of Catfish, you have someone who literally is like full-blown Trump supporter saying like fuck George Floyd and shit. Somehow
What?
him
Oh my
being
God.
into
Said that?
conspiracy theory shit
I would slap
transferred.
the fuck out of Catfish if I see him.
I feel like that is a somewhat understandable reaction and stuff. So, but like that somehow is like a thing you could transfer into. Like the conspiracy theory thing somehow could just transform into like the Trump thing.
Yeah, no, this same girl I'm talking about, she was like posting the stuff about like Obama being on the flights
Oh,
with Jeffrey
God.
Epstein and being like, she was almost pointing it to where like their
Even
angle,
though Trump's best friends with him.
their angle is that like Trump is like some secret like
Oh, I saw
spy
that.
trying to like take down the Illuminati and all the weird children practices, and that he's actually against them, and he's like whatever. I'm like, who is pushing this narrative?
Trump.
Yeah, facts.
The thing that people, it's kind of easy to get to this point now, but people get to the point where they just believe that there is no authoritative source on anything. So like Pizzagate makes just as much sense, should be given the same fair shake that like an article in the Washington Post gets. And it's like, we can definitely point to like examples of institutions on the left that have fibbed or gotten things wrong for sure, but it's like it's not a fair comparison. Like, but there's a lot of people who like their minds have been so twisted by like feeling betrayed by the fucking media over and over and over that they've decided that that everything has equal validity.
I mean, shit. At this point, you almost kind of gotta take everything with a grain of salt and like kind of do more research yourself because you don't know what the fuck you're getting, man. What type of shit you're getting fed, you know?
But it's like that's a skill in itself, is like being able to fact check and be like, oh, this fucking random website that I'm reading this article on should not hold the same weight in my mind, or I should be skeptical of what evidence they seem to be citing and stuff. And that's like a whole thing that you kind of need to learn. Like, I would assume that like by the time you start telling your kid about like how to look up information on the internet, you should also be teaching them about the idea of like authoritative sources. And also, you know, I feel like it's going to be confusing to have a kid in some sense because like I'm going to want to give them both sides of a lot of issues and not make things seem one-sided. And I feel like I very much grew up with things being explained to me in a way that was like very one-sided, and that made me kind of not trust authority in a lot of ways.
Well, I think it was different from when you were growing up because there wasn't as many like independent fucking sources. And,
there was the mainstream media narrative, and then there was maybe you like could get a book that would say something different, but it was
because I feel like a lot of people don't learn, at least in my case, independent type thinking until you go to college and they tell you about all these fucking books and shit that like is not fucking shoved down your throat in elementary and fucking the public school system.
You got to teach a kid how to learn.
Somebody said Trump banned Epstein from all his properties in 2006.
I mean, that's when he got convicted or whatever, right?
I also think that could be a case of him trying to separate himself 100%. Early. And just being like, oh, nope, like, I don't want to get caught up in this.
But isn't it so bizarre how Epstein's being used by both sides as like a look at you? Like this morning they came out with fucking photos of Bill Clinton getting a massage from some girl who at the time I believe was like 22, but it was like on Epstein's plane or on the island. But it's like they're showing photos of him getting a massage from a 22-year-old, but this is being like sort of cast in the light of the Epstein thing. And so it's like both sides are using fucking Epstein as like a thing that they just want to connect the other one to. It's kind of bizarre.
Even though both sides are kind of connected.
Yeah. A lot of powerful people are connected with that shit, man. But see, that's the whole thing is like, I'm not following this narrative that like everyone that was on the plane was there to be going to the island to go fuck kids. There was a lot of charity situation. Like there was one where I think not Chris Rock, but fucking what's the nigga's name from Rush Hour?
God damn it.
Kevin Hart? No.
I'm forgetting too, but I fucking.
But Kevin Hart was.
Didn't we have this conversation on here the other day where we couldn't remember his name? It's gonna be on the chat in like 3 seconds.
Yeah. What's the nigga's name from Rush Hour, guys? Come on.
Chris
Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
You got it before that, but by like a split second.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
It's because the same Chris.
Same Chris. Anyway, Chris Tucker was like on one of the flights where like they had like a charity event in Africa.
Yeah, but they went to Africa. Yeah, Africa. Not like, the fucking island though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like just because you were like on the flights with Epstein doesn't mean you're going to go fuck kids. And people are trying to put like Barack and Michelle Obama into it too because they were on the flights with them. It's like I'm not following this narrative that everyone that knew Epstein was fucking kids with him. I'm sorry, I'm just not following that.
Yeah, I'm sure he had associates that were in the
like
dark.
Probably had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Like that seems so obvious, but everybody is just trying to find little connections they can make.
Because
you know?
what he did is so despicable and disgusting that it's like anyone connected is just
and it was like
guilty by association.
The biggest ring of something like the biggest fucking Ponzi scheme of like getting children to recruit other children.
Same shit as R. Kelly.
R. Kelly and Trey Songz peeing on people. I don't, but this is the weird thing about it is like the whole idea of there being this like pedophile conspiracy and Hollywood or like with elites or whatever. It's like when you hear about like when I was watching the Epstein documentary, there was one example he gave of how these 3 French, like, I forget the exact age, it might have been like 12-year-olds, like got sent to him on a private plane, and then they like went back the next day. It's like everybody seems to be in agreement that there is like some weird elite circle of people that do this stuff, but it seems like it's such an unpleasant thing to think about that you don't really like. I've never like really gone out of my way to investigate it because it's such
I've looked into a lot of this.
You know, like me personally, like I hear people talk about it, but I avoid it because it just seems like so gross to think about.
Nah, man, you can't avoid what's really going on out here, bro.
No, totally.
You're about to bring a kid into this world, a little girl, bro. You got to be aware of this shit, bro.
Bro, there's a Sam Harris podcast they just put out about fucking how much child porn is being traded on Facebook and shit, and it's so fucking insane. Like the level of this problem and the extent to which the authorities are completely overpowered and like unmatched in their ability to like do something about it is like really disturbing. It's fucking crazy.
There's some weird ass shit going on out here, man. And you know, you gotta pray, believe in something bigger, and just fucking, you know, watch out for you and yours. Watch out for your family.
God, that's so scary bringing a kid into this world because like sometimes I think about when I was younger and, you know, my mom would tell me stories about like, oh, the plumber came one time and he was just so fascinated by how beautiful you are. And I'm like, now that I think of like when back then me and my parents were like, oh, thank you so much. Like, oh, beautiful daughter. Thank you. But then like now that I think about it, like, I don't know. There's there's a fine line between like appreciating a kid's cuteness and
telling a little girl that she's pretty is kind of weird.
That sucks.
Like
though,
how
that
much you say that,
shouldn't
you know?
be weird.
No,
if you say it a little too much, you might look like you're kind of creepy, right? Like,
so gross.
I always feel that when I'm like meeting my friends, like little kid, like I'm always like, you want to say like, oh my god, they're so pretty or whatever, but you don't want to like.
But that's not a weird thing to say.
It's weird that everybody has to like think about not seeming that way because there is apparently a lot of people that are interested in kids that way. You know.
That's not even something that crosses my mind because it's just so far removed. I'm just like, oh, like, you know.
It's like a little thing.
I see a little kid, I'm like,
human.
I want to fucking have one, honestly, at this point. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. But
I'm taking baby mama applications, Instagram.
Ready. But people like find little things like fucking Austin from the Ace Family. There was this controversy maybe like a month ago where it was something where his like daughter was kind of like crawling past him and he went like, and like gave her like a little sassy like smack on the butt as she, you know, and it was kind of like, he's sort of like sexualizing her in that way by sort of doing that in the way that you would do to like a full grown woman, I guess. But it's like, I don't know. I also felt like people were kind of reaching by getting offended by that. Like he's joking around with his kids. Like, why are we even considering the idea that he might be a fucking creep, you know?
See, look, that's one that I see all the time in like the weird Hollywood elite, like Instagram, like, you know, Instagram TV 10-minute docs. They always fucking play clips, like multiple clips of Will Smith like forcefully kissing Jaden Smith on the lips, like at fucking like on talk shows, and like Jaden will be like, oh come on dad, like trying to fight it, and he's like holding him and kissing him on the lips.
Really?
Yeah, like bro, like
that does seem kind of weird.
Like multiple clips of that.
Damn, that's strange.
So I'm like, I don't know.
But like, I don't think
in
that's weird.
In that like, okay, in the individual cases of him doing that on a talk show, like just fucking around, like just kind of like being like, oh, you're still my little boy. Like that's kind of the vibe you would get when you're watching it. But watching like 10 clips of that back to back to back, and like you see him progressively getting older, and like he's still doing it to him, it was a little weird.
Damn, I want to see that.
But it's not something that I ever thought about until I seen the evidence compiled against me. So that's when it's always like how something is presented in front of you.
But you could be a weird, clingy, like over touchy dad without being an actual creep. Yeah, you know, like it feels like weird that there's this much like evidence of Will Smith with his kids. Does that make him
creepy though? I don't think that's.
Yeah. You know, when I say creep, I mean like an actual like predator of sorts. You know.
Because I mean, there's a bunch of clips of people bringing up Tom Brady and his kids.
Really doing what?
Kissing them on the lips, and they keep getting.
I always think that was weird. My mom never kissed me on the lips. No, you shouldn't kiss.
I can't remember what age my parents stopped kissing me on the lips, but I kind of remember being like old enough to be thinking like, just stop. Like, this is weird. I don't want to get kissed on the lips when I'm like 10 or 11 or I don't know
my
what.
mom ever kissed me on the lips. It's like a little forehead kiss or like, kiss on the cheek or something.
But it's weird because like in some cultures, it's pretty normal to kiss on the lips or do the double cheek kiss.
The double cheek
double
kiss, that's
one,
completely fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know. If my mom tried to kiss me in the lips, I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you
The
doing?
weirdest ones is when I'm not ready for the double, so I'm like,
Have
Oh God, yes,
have you
always.
accidentally pecked lips with someone like that?
no, thank
The
God. Because
grown
I'm
man.
trying to think. The only person that does that is Blasie's dad. So no, I've not fucking kissed him on the lips.
You
but
kissed
he does
Blasie's dad?
He does the double. I'm like, oh, hello.
That shit should
He's
die
just
with
sweet.
COVID, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, now he won't even like shake my hand. We both go like this.
Right. My dad got quarantined because he got on a flight to New Hampshire. So he like has to stay in the house with my mom and like can't go anywhere.
Damn. In Korea, there's a mandatory one, which sucks. I want to go to Korea soon.
I'm about
Really?
to take a flight to Alabama because I'm hosting.
Alabama.
Oh, you're hosting a party.
I'm hosting a back to school.
Is that even allowed?
College back to school party.
Are they gonna go and shut off the fucking utilities like they do in California?
What do you mean?
Well,
If
like,
you have large
yeah.
parties or large gatherings in
All-
LA,
I think it's such a crazy double standard that like all the TikTok houses are being talked about like they're these social pariahs by like all these different people in the media and shit because they're having parties. But then meanwhile, like I see so many rappers doing the exact same thing and nobody cares at all. Nobody talks about it at all.
It's because like let's stick it to these little white kids.
That is 100% what it is. Is it's like
make them be responsible for something.
Yeah, we're not gonna pick on Black Youngster. No, we're gonna pick on fucking Tony Lopez for fucking going to this party.
Tony Lopez.
You know what I'm talking about? You don't know Tony Lopez?
no idea who the fuck that is.
Tony Lopez is like, he's like the most hated TikToker. He's the white dude with the fluffy fucking hair.
Oh my God, does
and
he-
he's always like doing like the dance
Ew.
moves, and he does them hella exaggerated. And he will get quote tweeted on Twitter and get like
They
hundreds of thousands of retweets
They
talking
said
shit
we
about
had-
him.
Someone just said we had more views than Kerwin's telethon.
Oh, Lord.
What was his telethon about? He was doing performances?
No, it was really good. It was like for a good charity or whatever. I just read that in the comments.
You're
right
just
now.
reading hate in the chat, just hating on Kerwin real quick.
I fuck with Kerwin.
Just promoting random haters of him.
I was just
Have
reading
you-
the comments like, damn. why
Have you
did
seen
say that?
the TikToker that does like abuse porn? Not
what?
porn, but abuse. Fuck, how do I even explain it? He like pretends to be like, oh, like this is what the boyfriend
Like
that
domestic violence skits?
domestic violence skits and stuff, and then he does like sexy faces and like
Oh,
the face
no.
of a boyfriend that just beat you.
Really?
That
It's
sounds
really fucking
terrible.
weird. I
What
thought
the
that's
fuck?
who you were talking about.
That sounds like the
being the
worst.
most hated TikToker. I
But
was
it
like, he
sucks
should
'cause
be hated.
Tony Lopez was gonna do. Somebody had hit me up and told me like, "Oh, Tony Lopez is down to do an interview,"
Mm-hmm.
and he's like the most hated TikToker right now. But he also has 14 million TikTok followers. So I'm thinking, oh, that's fucking lit. Like, let's do it. And then fucking also, Yuri, can you take the chat off the screen because House Phone keeps looking at it?
I was gonna say something.
We
mean,
gotta
but
stay in the
should
zone.
I not?
No, but they brought up another good topic I wanted to bring up.
Well, but that's the whole point is that we're talking about one thing and then you start talking about something
I need to-
completely
Okay.
random. We're supposed to be
Okay,
talking about the things we're talking
I need
about.
to
All right.
pee.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
God, this is
Go-
awkward.
Anyways, okay, go.
Go pee.
Me
Go.
and House Phone are gonna have to wrestle while you're gone.
Okay, just the TikToker. I was gonna. Should I say something mean about you or should I not?
Sure.
Go ahead.
The most hated TikToker and the most hated YouTuber.
There you go. You think I'm the most hated?
I'm just kidding.
There's people.
Shane Dawson is probably more hated right now.
At least
Probably
this
more
week,
hated
yeah.
right
At least this
now,
week, yeah.
Yeah.
And Jeffree Star's probably up there.
But he's
just
more
of all
famous
time.
too, so he just gets to be more hated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
Didn't you already pee?
I pee.
I want documents about how many times you pee on this show.
Who, her?
I want a doctor's note.
Okay, let's talk about YBN breaking up.
Oh my god.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
so sad. I'm sad.
Okay, so this is my whole thing. If you're Namir, your song starts blowing up, right?
Right.
You could immediately cut everyone off, focus on your own solo career. Who gives a fuck about bringing all the random homies who they didn't even know each other in real life, right?
They're just GTA homies as far as I know. They're all from different places.
So you bring your homie Almighty J, you bring Corday, you bring Manny. Remember YBN Manny? What
I
happened
do.
to him?
There were lesser known members. There's a handful of other members, yeah.
So it's like, you use your branding power and your momentum to bring up everyone else. And then something happens in between the way. And the guy who was least expected, who came out last, became the biggest one, got nominated for a Grammy.
Clearly seems to have the most sort of artistic talent when you say,
And just the most respect out of all of them, has worked with legends, you know? And then it's like, what do you do?
right. Because
How do you feel?
but that's the weird thing about it is that like Namir, him, and Corday, Namir, Jay, and Corday, they like have never really seemed to have any kind of like in real life chemistry. Like you have like whenever you've seen them together, it always seemed more like they were like fucking with each other in like a weird, like still trying to figure out the hierarchy of their friendship type way. Yeah. Like if you watch that interview, it sort of seems like they're kind of trying to like piece together how they even are friends, because it's so clearly their personalities don't really mesh in they're not like similar guys. Like if you meet any rapper, chances are that most of the dudes around him sort of like agree with his personality in a sense. Like it seems like it makes sense that they're around each other. Yeah. Like we see the Migos together. It's like they act the fucking same. They're like they're their own people, but they're the same type of guy.
All the YSL guys,
and they can like end each other's sentences and shit.
But you never got that kind of cohesion from YBN at all, which kind of like made them like sort of a meme early on. Is that it just didn't really make sense. You had Jay, who like musically, nothing really ever went that crazy, but he did have like one song that like did well enough that like people sort of treated him like a real artist, and then he's really struggled to get any kind of like foothold in terms of his own content. Let's be totally honest, but he's sort of been the guy who's in the news the most, the messiest, fucking with the most famous chicks, etc.
Best friends with your op DDG.
Right? Really? Is he?
Well, isn't he?
There you go. I didn't even know that.
They do a lot of vlogs together. I was going to ask
sense.
if YBN, Almighty J unfollowed you too.
I don't think we ever followed each other, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Damn, YBN DDG?
He's replacing Corday.
Replaces Corday.
But I think it's going to be Almighty J and Namir. Like, don't you think that at this point it seems like Almighty J has had nothing to say about this. I saw him on live, and every comment was asking about YBN, and he just didn't respond to it.
No, he tweeted something saying that he's still YBN.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they want to seem like a real crew, they need to like get somebody hot and actually turn them YBN, put YBN in their name. Because he's kind of like
that's what I'm saying. YBN DDG.
He's the godfather.
Too many letters.
He's the godfather of putting 3 letters before your name and just that's your rap name.
What did YBN stand for? Young boss niggas.
Is that really it?
Young boss Negroes.
That's so funny too, because Migos made YRN famous, which is Young Rich, and it's like exactly the same sentiment.
It's the same thing. YNW Melly.
That's why YBN has always seemed like.
What does YNW stand for?
Young nigga world. Young nigga world.
That has always seemed like that. Like that's why it's funny. Is it's like the kind of rap crew name that you would make up as a kid playing GTA because you're like 14.
Yeah,
and
like,
we bosses.
And then Namir got
my
famous
God.
because he rapped over a fucking YouTube beat, and then somehow it became like he posted the other day. It's like the 5th highest song in the history of World Star. It's like all 6ix9ine. Rap Devil by fucking MGK or whatever, like MGK's response, and then YBN Namir. Which, by the way, that was actually a big one for me too, because we watched it on stream, which you guys are gonna be on stream later. But
9 p.m.
we watched it on stream, and then it was on World Star, and it was like the biggest song like a week later.
It's crazy.
I remember that. Yeah, that was a crazy.
His timing was impeccable. I mean, like after the Take A and.
And like YBN Namir went a different direction. He wifes up an Instagram model. He
becomes a family vlogger.
Right, starts making like weird vlogs where he gets high and eats cereal and laughs. I watched one that was just the most bizarre video ever. Shout out Salt. And I mean Namir, like I don't know, like he hangs out with Joey Fats. It's like he kind of I don't know like where. What his stuff has been like lately, to be honest.
And see, like that's the whole thing though, is like I said, like when Kim went away, it was like I could see him feeling some type of way because like I said, he could have just used his like leverage and his power to just focus on himself and his career, and he kind of like helped out bringing his bros around. All those interviews, it could have just been him at the time. You
got to actually give it to Namir that he at least came up and tried to put his homies on, and actually to some extent succeeded.
Yeah.
In the extent that at least one of them like overshadows his.
So then,
stuff,
do you think he like this all comes down to him feeling some type of way? Remember you saying like they were trying to figure out the hierarchy of their friendship and all that shit.
But
so like,
imagine if you're Namir and you like you don't talk to this dude. Like it seems like they were not in communication. Like the
pretty much at all. Yeah.
I bet I'm gonna throw it out on a limb that the YBN group chat was defunct.
For a while.
You don't think it's been used in a while?
No, I don't think so.
I think Namir sends his Instagram posts every time he sends a link.
I was like, yo.
Share this.
Yo, like and comment.
New vlog. Please support. No, I don't think that they talk.
I don't want.
And then, but then Corday hits him up one day, or I don't know if he found out from him or if he found out through the label. I would love to know. And says, "I'm gonna take the YBN on my name."
Think about how much of a hassle that is too.
That's a big deal.
He probably didn't even tell them. He probably just did it.
I don't think it's that much of a hassle. If you have management that goes and just does everything for you,
but
and you're a Grammy-nominated
he got the
artist.
Instagram somehow. I'm
They
sure
got
that was taken.
The Apple Music,
the
Apple Music, Spotify, all that shit.
It's not that hard when
You
you're
have to change
as big as Corday.
all your back catalog. You got to hit up Lyrical Lemonade every video they did. They got to erase the YBN.
Yeah, that sounds annoying.
You think that Cole did it?
Going back and changing everything on YouTube, it sounds more annoying than changing your ad name.
Yeah, not just your app, but changing your Spotify, Apple Music, and every YouTube video.
Every blog post they ever wrote about you.
Oh
hit them up.
my
hey,
God.
change this.
And like
what
even
blog post? There's no blog post anymore.
Yeah, hot new hip hop.
Hype music.
You think Hype Beast has ever posted YBN Corday? Probably like a Puma brand deal he did or something.
Literally. Come on, stop playing. You know they posted that.
I think I saw it on there.
Yo. I remember
of him on the jet.
Shout out to Hypebeast. Literally, I used to fucking go on that website every day of my life to look at every like Jordan or whatever that was coming out. And I remember my first mixtape came out and they posted it on Hype Track. And I thought Adam sent it to him or something. He was like, no. Like, I'm like, of course Adam didn't send it to them.
Also, shout out to their comment section. It might be more.
It's probably way more
crazy than No Jumpers.
What, Hypebeast?
Yeah.
You used to be in there? You ever meet a guy
like in the forum?
No, I would just read the comments under like a post and like they're just like ripping everything.
I used to be on the most random ass forums where you could just make a post about anything, and then one day I go and look at the Hypebeast forum, and it's like every shoe has its own official thread, and you cannot make another thread. It's like each thread is like one guy posts like a new Nike drop, and then it's like 400 guys saying dope. Like
or weak.
Sounds about right.
That's hard. That's trash. And somebody else just wanted like FYM, and that's like the whole forum.
Fucking young moms. FYM Monte.
Fuck is you talking about?
FYM is my new rap name, my new rap group.
Shout out to all the
phone.
Shout out to all the Ron Suno fans who know what I just did. And if I didn't have headphones on, I would do the thing that he does where he gets up and he spins around before he sits back down.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's his thing. He like pretends like he's gonna start fighting you,
I
and
think
then
you told us
he
about
gets up and he spins around and he gets back into the fight pose.
When's the next?
Wow.
I was trying really hard to not cut people off.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
House Phone, you go first. Say what you were gonna say.
When's the next fight you're gonna get into?
Cam, what were you gonna say?
Did you guys enjoy Drewski and the Drake video?
I like both of those. I'm not gonna get into any fights, probably, hopefully.
Academics fucking boxing match.
I'll fight Academics for
Sponsored
you.
by Vlone Blasi.
Imagine me
collab.
and him both in Vlone trunks.
He's wearing Vlone.
No, he's gonna wear chat nigga trunks.
I could honestly see myself bootlegging Vlone. Like, just they have so many products that I wish that I could make.
You know what's crazy? I met someone that just like so let's say he wants the Cluckbusters jacket, he'll just go to a printer and like make it himself.
That's so corny.
That's just
That's
like
what you should do.
That's his thing, though. He
Like
doesn't.
he wants it and he can't buy it because it's sold out, so he just gets it made.
I'm pretty sure you can find a Cluxbusters jacket for sale. Allegedly.
You should do that with Vlone.
And just make fake Vlone shirts. I mean, they wouldn't even be fake. Just get a Gildan shirt and just print the V on the back.
Yeah, it's not fake. It's fan merch. This is me showing how much
You love it and appreciate
I
it.
like this thing. Yeah. Have we? Has this run its course?
Academics dressed like he bought all his fits from the middle of the mall at a kiosk.
I was gonna say, you mentioned that you were gonna talk about Fashion Nova and then you still haven't done it. Because I was gonna say he probably shops at Fashion Nova.
You're not gonna say.
I mean, he probably could have got the same Fashion Nova deal that I did, where he could have been posting flicks of him just standing there wearing Fashion Nova. It's interesting that he said no to that, or I don't know that was ever like proposed.
I feel like he doesn't really post a lot of pictures of himself.
I know, that's why it would have been really funny.
I think it would be conflict of interest of the mall kiosk that he works at.
I heard he quit that. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore.
What?
Post photos of myself standing there wearing Fashion Nova or like.
Why not?
Are you moving to Boohoo Men's?
I think I would rather do it through the No Jumper account. I feel like a fucking weirdo posting photos of myself just standing there for no reason. It's just not really for me.
You got it's showing the fit off. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but the fit It's Fashion Nova. It's not.
What's wrong
It's
with
not
that?
Vlone. Sometimes I'll rock a Vlone shirt.
You have
Fashion
one
Nova
Vlone
jeans.
shirt. You can't say one time. You can't say sometimes I will rock.
I'm about to get that dry cleaned.
Did you nut on it or something? Cat hair?
No, but
Pretty sure you can throw Gildan shirts into the wash.
yesterday I was eating macaroni salad and I dumped a bunch of it on this Ain't Nobody Cool shirt and I just put it in the trash. I don't know.
Damn.
Should
Hey,
I have
ouch.
washed it?
Yeah, you could have just washed. Don't you have washer dryer in your house?
I thought about that after. I'm like, maybe I should have just put this in the hamper.
Yeah, it would have been fine.
I felt like an asshole.
I've wasted like they have like this big thing of ranch you can get at Wingstop.
You just
it's
get
like
it?
a $5 one.
Dump it on
Wow,
yourself.
really?
Yeah, it's like
They
$5.
have the best ranch.
And it's
You bought $5 of ranch at Wingstop.
because I thought I was gonna like eat a lot of
It
it.
should be a whole bottle.
They should.
You
just
can
give
buy
a
the whole bottle too. I'm pretty sure. Yo, I seen this girl. Speaking of whole bottle, she posted hella lean, and then there was one like it was like a gallon of lean, and it said
Like it came that way?
like
that's
it was
an
in like a
increment?
brown bottle, like it was like a gallon of lean, and I was like,
Whoa.
no way, this is real.
Is that even legal to like?
It's probably
sell?
like from the pharmacy or something.
I would just
but-
chug
No,
it
apparently that you can't even like give people pints.
anymore.
I don't know how I
it's
know
really
this.
hard. It's really hard.
We
You
can't.
have to be like an old lady
You can
that's
only
like
give
dying.
like the 8 or whatever. I don't know.
That's what I believe the future is the Mexican lean. Like the
Activisa, bro.
yeah.
Have you ever had the Activisa?
I haven't, but
it
I
slaps.
I just believe.
It's probably just fentanyl juice. Though.
Listen, even if it's not great, even if you don't feel like it has the same effect you as real lean, it's just the lean game is going to go away. There has to become a medicated liquid way for people to do heroin. Like it has to exist.
Why don't you just invent liquid heroin?
Why don't we just go down to Mexico and we just start making fucking lean, and then we just basically
No
compete
jumper
with the
lean?
cartels, or maybe we could partner with one of the cartels.
Probably
Vlog it
partner with one
and
of
then
them.
post it on Twitter.
They probably wouldn't take no for an answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would just let you come and just take over the cartel.
But I'm not going to be selling it there. I just need a factory. We make the fake lean in this factory.
We might have to just pay them to make it for us, so we have no problems with the
I
cartel.
love that idea too, but I'm just saying, like, we have to flood the streets with fake lean,
But
Mexican
like,
lean.
yeah, not fake lean is going to kill you. Just it's not as powerful.
No, we're not. No, it's not going to kill you. We're going to do everything we
Because
can.
there already is fake lean. It's
What
fake
if, what,
fake
if,
juice.
what if Elon Musk or someone of his intelligence decided to move to Mexico and start making lean? Like, they could get the recipe right. They could, like,
Yeah.
we could hire an old pharmacy guy, like a pharmaceutical dude who's ready to go bad, and we could just put him to work like a Walter White type.
I was just say like Breaking Bad.
We can,
Our
like,
own Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, but for lean.
Whoa.
Mil-
Blue
million
lean.
dollar
Blue
idea.
lean.
And he like
Blue lean.
and he like
Green lean. The green lean is magic.
he like brings back activists. He like takes the activist recipe and like
When I was in the hood, there was a homie just flexing a bottle of green lean. He didn't give a fuck. He was, there's no worries. Like, there's no shame in this game. Like, it is what it is.
It was like just a promethazine, no codeine.
I don't know. I mean, he was just drinking green lean. He didn't
Remember
give a
when my
fuck.
friend pulled up and then poured us just green.
It was just
Pretty
green.
funny.
It was just like the only way we could have got high off that is if we would have like ate a perk with it.
That's like anything. I could drink this and eat a perk and I'll get fucked up.
No, but it's like that's the only way you can get the effects out of like drinking promethazine by itself is if you like take a codeine pill with it or like you fucking
Well, you ever
You can
see?
get codeine pills.
yeah.
I saw a video of Lil Nar, I believe, in Barcelona, and the way that they drink lean out there is they actually take the pills, grind them up, and put it in with the fucking syrup, and they
Oh,
mix
wow.
it in. And Lil Nar, I remember him telling me that it actually tasted kind of weird, but that it sort of was the same thing. But either way, like that might be what we have to do in my Mexican lean factory in the lead up to us having like a full who
Operation.
knows how professional we will get.
I saw Lil Nar pour some lean into a Listerine bottle, and that's how he got it on the airplane. I was like, that's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Well, you obviously make sure the Listerine's gone, Kim. You don't,
I know, but it's like
you rinse it
bottle
out.
Listerine and things like that. No matter how many times you fucking
I'll
flex out
take a
the
little.
bottle.
I'll take a little Listerine in
Dub
it.
told me it's all about the shampoo bottles.
Whoa, see, I would rather that be
I know,
Listerine
right?
than shampoo.
Getting shampoo in your mouth sounds like the most disgusting thing ever.
Yeah, because people do that with like getting alcohol onto cruise ships and shit.
Really?
Yeah, Listerine and shampoo
That's
bottles.
hilarious. You just fucking drinking out the Vidal Sassoon. Past that, you hear them the fucking.
Hey, pass me that Listerine, bro. My mouth is just really nasty right now.
My mind is nasty.
All right, this has been the No Jumper Show.
Did we talk about everything? We're good?
I'm only 15, but my mind is older. And when things get for real, my warm heart turns colder.
Who the fuck said that? Some 1987 rap?
I think it was. I don't want to say Havoc, and then it was
Whatever.
Prodigy, but it was one of them.
Some Mob Deep fools.
I forget.
We're streaming tonight, 9 p.m. Guys, tune in. Love you guys.
Maybe
We'll
more
be
like,
here next
maybe
week.
more like 9:30.
Gang
9
shit.
What episode are we? 56. Woo, 56,
56, baby.
I feel like we're never gonna hit 100.
Somebody just sent me a bro Bible link to a story about Instagram model claims she hooked up with 7 Phoenix Suns players in one night. That video.
I love that she dropped the team too, because like,
I didn't hear that she dropped the team, but wow.
No, yeah, she responded to somebody and said Suns.
send me her Instagram link. I want to go lurk the OVO tattoo.
AYY.
Can you pass me my phone over there?
AYYYEJAE.
It was over there. Yep. Let's do it.
Bro. So good. Are we off?